Alright, so last time, the gang headed on their way southward to return to the village of Mokta, a small hamlet that is mostly inhabited by druids, though not everyone is of the druid class, it's more of a just classification for people. After gaining a ally in the form of the fisherwoman known as Knife, who has also been referred to as a witch by the residents of Poyne, uh, you know her to be the sister of the Drake Zilken's devil friend, who had passed away and was buried within his forest. As Zilken himself could not cure the petrification he enacted upon the village of Mokta, he offered to send you towards Knife and ask her for her assistance, as she was a bit more apt in doing so. She accepted the request, though did ask that everyone in the party, as well as her, sign a contract. And after reading it, there is no small print or anything that you could find. And what it boils down to is that neither your party nor her will do anything that would bring harm to one or another. You can still bring harm to yourself, but I don't think the contract would ever care if you're hurting yourself. This contract would end after bringing her to Mokta, and she would go about restoring the stoned residents back to normal life. On the trip back, you were able to find a bounty hunter who had been beheading yet another corpse. Seemingly, there had been a prison break in the capital city of Ricky, and he was going after some of the escaped prisoners. From normal criminals like murderers and the like, as well as captured spies. They did speak to you in Infernal, saying a phrase that no one really had much reaction to. They was basically asking you who your masters were, as he believed you to be devils. Since no one gave the response he was looking for, he had no real offensive traits towards you, and you all passed on by. Continuing on your trek, you also met up with a caravan that was being accosted by winter wolves. The caravan had set up several mud walls. I don't know if you ever identified the mud walls themselves, but you're able to take down the winter wolves and track the chocobos that had fled in the conflict, as well as weakening the mud and having it all fall down. From there, you rested and continued on your way to Mokta. And during your journeys with Knife, as far as you can tell, there's been no real outwards hostility from them. If anything, they've been granting you buffs as well as healing you, much to the chagrin of Crom, who has tried to will off its effects, most of the times only getting half the healing. A few of you also chatted with Knife on the night before heading to Mokta, giving both apologies and thanks for her work. And we ended off last session just as the party has arrived back in, or at least the outside of Mokta. So we shall continue from there. Reaching back to the site of the druid village of Mokta, you can still see the strangely grey barrier warping and whirring around it. The dome no longer looks inviting, if it ever did. If anything, it seems like a barrier to keep everyone out. Previously, it was more like a sludge as you walked through it, though you know that some of its properties are to protect against evil alignments and energies. As you approach the dome, you'll see Knife approach it, look over it, and begin to cast a spell. Does anyone do anything as she does so?
I don't know what it is.
You indeed do not know what it is.
I'll let this go first, sorry.
Mentha, you know that she is casting Dispel.
Just out of interest, is our contract now complete? Because we are now at Mokta.
Just for wording's sake, you have to get her into Mokta. So, all intents and purposes, you'd have to be inside of the dome for the contract to be complete.
Okay, cool.
And since casting Dispel is only a standard action, the only real thing you could do in reaction is speak a few words before she finishes casting it. But does anyone want to tell her not to, or is she fine to continue going so?
No, Amanda's not gonna say anything.
Alright.
I'm just watching.
Knife finishes the cast as you can see the barrier start to peel away from where she cast it. The sludge kind of drops to the floor and then dissipates into nothing. The grey hue that was covering the village also passes, only leaving behind the stone-like muds and grass across the floor. As it continues to peel away, Knife walks forward.
We'll be right next to her. At least close by.
Alright. Entering into Mokta proper, you see that none of the people have been moved, but then they were standing up top grass and muds, making it a bit hard to remove them without breaking apart either their boots or the feet within them. And so there are plenty of statuettes dotted around. As you enter into the village, it is quiet, even so that the animals are still not approaching this area. The ones frozen in the air or fallen to the floor still motionless. This part of the forest is definitely void of life, if not for the fact that you know that they are living within the stone. Knife turns to the party and sighs. This is quite an ordeal I'm have to go through. I'll probably have to stay here for a few days, especially after helping that caravan out. You said there was an elder or something that was still active?
Yeah, we got them out of the stone first, and they were still here when we left. And I'm just gonna start looking for him.
As you start looking for the elder, you can head towards his house, at which point you can see him inside.
Hello again.
Ah, you've returned. I take it you bring good news and aid?
Yeah, we found someone who can help you.
Good. The quicker we can get rid of this affliction, the quicker we can move on and leave the Drake in its place. Elfar will stand and head outside of his hut, or house, depending on how you want to look at it. As he exits, is Krom still with the party, or is he staying away?
I always stay outside. I know that the barrier does, it protects against evil limes. I know I've left before, but I won't be going back in.
Knife has dispelled the barrier.
Oh, it's completely gone.
Yes.
I thought she'd put a hole in it. Yeah, I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be there.
Alright. Exiting out into the village, Elfwar will look over the party, kind of having a bit of a grimace as he sees the horn still protruding from Krom's head. His eyes then lay onto Knife as the new arrival. I take it this is the one who was meant to aid us.
Yeah, this is Miss Knife. It's Knife, this is Mr. Elbois, the elder of the village.
Well, at least the head honcho is alive and well to tell the others that it's fine when I bring them out of this. Yes, I'll inform everyone what's happened. I'm unsure if they have full faculties in those stone prisons, but I should be able to calm them down. It'll take some time to cure all of this. I'd say half a week at most. How many residents do you have? We have quite a few, but if you wish rest, you could share the we have like a guardhouse in the village. The Elder then looks down at Menfa.
Do you still need our help too? Can we help in the process somehow? I don't really know what to do about stone.
It shall depend on what happens over the time I spend here, but I don't believe I'm going to need any assistance. If you wish to continue on your journey, you can rest here for a night and continue onwards. I know we're all rather exhausted from the most recent events.
Issue is, if we rest here, it probably ain't gonna go too well for everybody still in stone.
Well, aside from here, I should be able to cast a spell upon you three, and hopefully whatever's left of this barrier will keep whatever follows you at bay for the night. I can't promise anything further than that, though.
Good. The faster we get out of here, the better.
Are we staying here for the evening at least, or are we heading out right now?
We're gonna have to. Last night took it out of us. Well, did it take it out of us? I feel like it did, but how are our resources looking? Slightly out of character.
I think
It's been a full day of travel at least, so we do have to rest.
Yeah.
On that note.
I believe I would have regenerated all my MP at this point, yes.
Yeah, we'll have to rest and keep going then.
It was mostly going to come down to mythic points and daily abilities.
Because didn't we rest just
But
outside
also,
of Mokta?
about half a
It's
day
not-
away from Mokta, yeah.
Okay,
But then
so
you
if we're
did have
smart.
the event with the caravan, and also Demir wants to learn cleanse from knife.
Right, okay, yeah, we're probably going to
Only
rest
if
here then.
We have time, yeah.
Oh, well, do we have time? Either way, we're going to have to rest. So, if we find somewhere a bit further away from the main centre of town, so if something does happen, at least it's isolated, that's fine.
Well, you only sleep for 2 hours now.
True.
You still need to go into the next day.
Yeah.
So, in the case of resting, you can wake up at 2 a.m. It's just going to be dark when you're setting off. Gives you plenty of time to be learning from scrolls and the like.
Yeah, I think it's more just sort of preparation stuff. But yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Alright. You can head to the guardhouse for most of the day. Does Demir still want to learn a cleanse from knife?
If they are willing and if I've got what I need to learn from them, yeah.
I'm just double checking if you need a check for this. No check is needed. So the only real thing that's going to take from this is time. She isn't really going to bother asking for money from you. But yeah, you can learn a cleanse.
Alright.
Get you the link for it if you wish. There you go. It cures any mundane and magical diseases. does the party do anything else whilst they're resting within Mokta? You do have a bit of the day left to go through, as well as if you are doing anything in the morning.
Crom's just going to be maintaining his weapons and armor, staying a bit further away and waiting until we can leave. He's just got a lot on his mind.
I believe that there are schools in the trailer.
Do we have to do anything with the contract now that we've effectively completed it? Like, is it now void, or do we have to sign it to say it's done?
If you want to be all official about it, you will need to have like a group meeting just to say the contract's done and then it's torn up. Otherwise, you can just leave it as is, because once it's signed, it can't be changed.
Fine. If we can do that, just to make sure that this can't come back to bite us in some way, that'd be ideal.
Is Crom going to be the one to bridge that to the party?
Yeah, unless anyone else got something special they want to do.
Not particularly.
Nope.
All right. The party will gather up as they question Knife about the contracts. Crom most probably being the one that is the most at unease. She then explains the general gist of how to avoid a contract, or at least complete it. As she takes it in her hand, she rips it partially on one side as she hands it over to each of you to do a similar tear.
I'll do so.
Crom will rip it as much as he can get away with.
All right. As the party each puts a tear of their own, Knife will hold the top of it as she holds it out, and then everyone needs to grab a hold of it and pull at the same time, essentially ripping the contract into 5 pieces. And as that occurs, I'm going to guess Crom gets the bigger piece, so he gets a special wish. At which point the contract kind of dulls its color. Since it was on parchment, it was on like a kind of like tea yellow color, and the color fades away to a more darker hue. At which point nobody feels any different, but you're pretty certain that the contract has been completed and you're no longer bound by it.
Good. Well, I hope we never see each other again, and he'll just walk back to the guardhouse, burn his section, and wait for tomorrow.
And if there is nothing else, we can pass into the next day. Are people eating the rations they had bought up?
We don't need to eat.
Ah, yes, of course. Ring of sustenance.
Mm-hmm.
Even talking about the 2 hours, I was like, nah, there's something else to do with that.
Although we did buy a bunch of rations, but we might be able to pass those out to the people here who no longer have any food because it's all stone.
You may want to move the microphone closer to you because you're talking a bit quiet.
Is this any better?
Yes.
All right.
I think you might just be groggy in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
But
As
try to
the
learn
day...
some scrolls as well, so I'm putting those in the chat.
Yeah, you can learn 6 scrolls at the time you have to yourself. The DC to learn them is just 15 plus the spell level. And I'll have to note which ones, if you fail any, for time-wise.
I failed one a while back, but I don't think it's been a week yet for that one.
As long as you can make some sort of note for when it is, that'd be fine.
Can I ask a question about the Adventurer's Guide to Geography? The Adventurer's Chronicle.
Yeah.
Would that have information in it that would explain why there's so much wasteland in Mysteria, or would that be more history?
That would be more down to history,
No,
I would
that's
say.
Okay.
Either history or some sort of military knowledge, but I don't think anyone on the party has anything related to that. Anything else? You do know that since Mysteria's taken the most land, a lot of it hasn't been recuperated for their own needs. They're just like old cities that used to belong to Richter or Kine.
Cool.
Can I learn scrolls that I can't cast yet, just due to caster level?
Yes, you can.
And Menta's got stone skin already, don't they? Or something, or they can get it earlier than I can?
The other way around. For stone skin, I'm pretty sure. I have bark skin for 2nd level. Stone skin for geomancers, I'm pretty sure it's 5th level. But 4th for white mages.
Yeah. Were you going for
Yes.
that stone skin scroll then?
No, I gave it to you because you can actually use it.
Okay.
And I can just, if we have the time, I can learn it from you later on.
That's right. And then I need. I think you can't learn Aura Break, can you?
Don't think so.
She cannot. It is not a geomancer spell.
The only thing I can still learn is the Summon Nature's Allies. But I failed that one, so I'm just going through the chat to see when I actually tried to learn it.
Where is Aura Break?
Aura Break is a 5th level spell. It is available to white mages.
There it is. Okay.
There's the link for it.
The caster level 9 stone skin. That's. Is that not stone skin communal then? Because that's the one that would be caster level 9.
I'm pretty sure it's the cast level 9 because it was a geomancer scroll.
Okay. So then for me, it'd be a 4th level scroll. Or 4th level spell, I mean.
I tried to learn it right before we did the ritual in Mokta. I don't think it's been a week.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has not been a week for that yet, no.
Yeah, okay.
It will be week tomorrow if Demir isn't reading it. Like actual tomorrow, not the day we're passing into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm not doing this on the Nature's Ally one.
I mean, I can just then wait for that day, because I can do it during next time's rest. Because I don't need to sleep. That's fine.
6 rolls.
Gonna guess that is in order.
Yeah, I was just gonna do it in order. Looks like I do not learn either of the caster level 9 spells. I got Wind Barrier. That would be cast level or spell level 2.
This would be 20.
So
So you won't get Blessed Weapon, Consecrate, Stone Skin, or Sword Break.
Yep. So it looks like I only got Wind Barrier.
You got Cure 2 and Wind Barrier.
Oh, did I get Cure 2?
Yeah, Cure 2 is a second level spell.
Ah, there it is. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
So you can take those 2 scrolls out of the group loot if that's where you're getting them from.
Indeed.
Anything from Mentha, or did you say you're waiting for tomorrow?
I mean, I don't have anything else.
Okay. As the party finishes off their morning rituals, combined with Demir trying to learn scrolls that he can, but failing most of them, apparently he didn't spend enough time in reading school. As you move on out into the village of Mokta's main square, but it's really just the area in front of the Elder's house. You will notice that Knife is already out here investigating some of the stones, as she's probably investigating what type of petrification is currently affecting them. However, as you all come out to here, Mentha and Demir, you will notice at the back of Clarke, Mentha, and Crom's heads are floating orbs of some kind. However, they are invisible, and you can only really see them through the movement of some air or dust flowing around them. You also just kind of like feel their presence there.
Detect magic spellcraft.
Yep.
You can certainly use Detect Magic, at which point you'll see the 3 magical auras, and after 3 rounds, you can use Spellcraft to try and identify them. Alright, you're both able to identify that these 3 orbs are scrying sensors, and that those 3 people are currently being viewed, as well as the area around them.
Just to clarify, when we left Coin, we did give back the stones.
You never said, but I assumed you did.
Yeah, I'm saying it now, because we would have.
Yeah.
I didn't have one as well, so they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Be there.
Yeah. I try to dispel them.
You can certainly try, yes.
Yeah, the single target one though.
Are you trying to dispel the sensor that's on you? Because the only one who doesn't have a sensor is Demir.
I thought you said Crom was the one that didn't have the sensor.
No.
What did I just say?
Oh, just now you said me.
Yeah, you're the only one who doesn't have one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Everyone else.
Demir's the only one who doesn't
Mentha and
have one.
Clarke have it.
Those 3 are the ones that have the scrying on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get rid of the one that's hovering me.
All right. It is a cast level check.
Does this count as forest or plains?
It's a village. There is grass underneath.
I mean, it would be urban, I guess, but I don't know if that's for ley lines. You can just roll.
Yeah, show me the options. I'll say plains. That's the closest we
Okay.
can get.
That's
It's strange
terrible.
how It's strange how there's no city or something for ley lines. I guess when you build over them, they no longer exist.
Oh, it's just there's some overlap and then there's no overlap, and I don't know how it works.
Okay. Menfa, you try to use the spell on the orb, though it seems the orb is more stronger than whatever spell you're trying to cast. The orbs kind of jitter side to side, but they make no noise. However, Knife will hear you trying to cast a spell as she looks over, at which point she'll see some of these as well and start to walk over to you. As Knife approaches, several tall pillars of white and blue light start to appear towards the east, as several creatures are warping in to your location.
God damn it, not again.
Oh, what's going on?
Four people garbed in leather with magical whirring lines around them appear, as well as a similarly draped Knight of Richter with their red and gold coloring. In the middle of them all is another woman draped in cloth robes. The man in the front pulls out a parchment and reads from it. Though you can tell he's not casting a spell, he is just reading out an announcement of some sort. By order of the Hunters of Day, I request that the people in front of us submit their arms and themselves to a check. We have been harboring hatred towards those from the outside and tracking many instances of their arrival. We believe your group to be in error for these instances, and we wish to detain you and find out anything further. If you comply, please lay arms on the floor. He then unfurls, he folds back up the parchment and puts it away.
Wasted too much damn time in this place.
What kind of errors?
Outsider invasion, outsider possession, as well as many occult rituals.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't Richter the anti-magic people?
Anti-magic is a bit of a harsh term. They don't use a lot of it, no. They are mostly martially aspected, but they do have... Everyone can really use magic, it's just they're not specialized.
Right, okay.
They don't hate magic, but they just specialize in non-magic stuff.
Go look at the rest of them. Can go two ways. Do we have time to do all of this? Go to jail? Mr. Knight, how long would we be under suspicion for, roughly?
Your group has been found to be in suspicion of these events for 2 days. Eye-to-eye witnesses and investigations into the previous areas have led to the scrying of your locations. Via the use of detect magic and other detection spells, we have found each of you to be possessed from evil natures. As well as that, outsider taints. If these are to be something out of your control, we must detain you and make sure nothing happens to our citizens, or at least nothing further. We have accounts of 2 pieces being under attack by devils, and several accounts of travelers being accosted by such.
Maybe they can help us.
Maybe they throw us in a hole we never get out of.
Maybe they put us
Well,
in
that
a
wouldn't work out
location and
well
then
for
put
them
themselves in more
either.
danger.
If they just throw us in a box, it's not going to go well for them because of what's been going on.
My thought exactly. They're not going to help themselves. Not exactly just going to let us walk either.
Demir will sit. He'll unhook his axe that he's got on his belt and he'll put it on the ground, as well as the staff that's probably on his back.
Hell are you doing?
I'm hoping that's what I'm doing. I don't want any more innocent people getting hurt just because we're in the area.
What, you think when we get taken to Ricky and we in jail, all them people are gonna die because of these marks? We'll be alright? No, we need to leave. Mr. Knight, we were on the way out. We don't want any trouble. If you let us go, we won't cause any harm.
Despite your words, we have several accounts that we've already recounted to you. If you continue traversing through our lands, many more settlements shall be besieged, many more travelers so.
Is there any way you can just take us out then, of the land? We're near the border anyway.
We cannot have you moving towards areas where we are weakest. If you're being accosted at all of our fronts, the easiest place to detain you would be within a larger settlement within our prisons. There we have containing magics. If we take you to the walls, and you are to be aligned with a different kingdom, we will be handing you back over to your masters.
We don't serve any masters.
If that is to be true, we shall find the truth in ourselves. We have many magics to detect stuff there, not out in the front.
Well, we're not exactly going to get out of this without a fight. And as Demir said, he doesn't want any more innocent lives dead. I don't really fancy killing these guys. So
Are
we'll
you
just have to
insane?
comply. Are you saying you're willingly just going to go and kill them?
What? I don't want to. You want to really? You think about it, just for a second. You think we go into this jail in general, in completely locked down, farthest from. We are so close now, and you just want to throw it all away?
How else do you see yourself getting out of this situation?
Sir Knight, I've got a question for you. Are you all ready to take responsibility for the problems that might come from us having these marks that we've got? They've caused us no end of trouble ever since we started getting them. And everyone around us has suffered as well. We're trying to make our way through as quickly as possible to minimize the damage, but if we go with you, then we can't be responsible for what happens to the populace if if you don't take responsibility.
As I have said, we have many containment magics in our prisons. If you are to be summoning up beasts, they'll find it hard to encroach upon our land. If they are to arrive, we have many people on staff to deal with whatever occurs. Not the settlements that lack walls, if not a battalion of troops.
Is there any way I can attempt to sense motive the Richtons? Like, are they being basically I'm trying to ask, are they trying to be genuine here, or is there another agenda?
You can roll sense motive, yes. You can tell the ones garbed in leather. They are all on a defensive stance, and you're pretty sure they expect a fight to occur at any point. The man who is speaking to you seems to be as formal as he can be, but it's hard to tell much other than the words he's speaking.
Is he hiding an emotion?
I mean, yes. He is a hiding emotion, I suppose. I can't tell you anything else on that, because that's what your ability does.
Yeah. I mean, I have it, so I have to ask.
Mm-hmm. The clothed woman in the middle then whispers to the knight. He nods as the woman casts a spell at Knife. Mentha, you know that she is casting the spell. So is Demir.
Yep, this is about to go to shit very quickly.
At which point you can see the image around Knife start to whir and fall apart, revealing a red-skinned creature with massive horns atop her head, her hair flowing down even further in a more reddish hue. Why's it always gotta be down to this? A devil amongst our midst, disguising yourselves amongst mortals, it seems. Yes, you caught me. These minions beside me have been quite useful under my charms. But if you can catch me, I suppose they'll be relinquished of whatever I've done to them. The hunters then all draw their weapons, along with the knight drawing his blades. Is this true? The dwarf and everyone here has been possessed by you? It's quite simple, really. Mortals are so fragile, especially in the mind. Does the party have anything to add?
Mir's just looking a little
Clarke's
dumb.
very shocked.
Crumb will just say, I'm just glad someone could stop you, finally. It's been like hell for the last few days.
Demir?
Oh, I said Demir just looks dumbfounded. I didn't know
Alright.
you couldn't hear.
Mentha?
Venda's also just shocked. Not knowing how they should react to this.
Why are you all quiet? You don't...
I mean, I was waiting for you guys to all put in your additions. They haven't been quiet for too long.
No. Crom's just sort of looking at him like, why are you being so quiet? I mean, this way, you know what she's been doing, right? You know, we can you don't have to hurt anybody. They found out. It's all right.
I think you'll
but
find the werewolf has lost his luster for vengeance and blood. But if you want to catch the real foe, seems like all of you have got to get wings.
Knife then starts to fly into the air, at which point the mage then casts a spell again as Knife falls to the floor.
I suppose I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
You have nowhere to run, devil. Surrender yourselves, and we will take you in. Since you are the perpetrator of these crimes, we'll not have to do anything with your fellows here. And if we have enough detection magic, we can relinquish your control if you have any left.
Just waiting for the others to see if they do anything.
Demir sees what's going on, and he's not sure what to do about it, if anything.
If the party has something to react to this, Knife is going to dart off to the east, trying to bypass the knights.
Can I? I'm not trying to get in Knife's way. Is there any way that I could effectively come a bit forward if I see her getting ready to move, and try and almost like impose myself between Knife and the knight, essentially like a kind of, almost like a pleading to the knight, as if to say, like, "Thank you, sir. Please, we've been enslaved for so long," just to try and give her a little bit of cover to run.
You can certainly do that. However, as soon as Knife starts to run, the knight just ignores you and chases after her.
Okay.
And if no one does anything else, Knife will run into the forest as the hunters chase after her.
Well, that's how no one dies, right?
I can't believe you trusted Knife like that, Crom.
Why would Knife do that?
You got a lot of dents on you. God damn it.
What do you mean, Crom?
I'm not sure what happened, but your devilish taints are still there. I'm not sure I understand everything with what that devil was here for, but... well, I guess she said when she dies, those things will leave. But what about our people? They're still stoned.
Well, you can thank the Ripton Army for that one. She was gonna fix it for you, but it looks like they want to kill her.
Elfwar will
how you
just sit down.
Yeah, interesting how you just stood there. Didn't say anything in her defense or anything, but, you know, don't worry about it. Get the fuck out of here.
Grab my weapons.
We'll look at Clarke. So you two got a choice right now. We leave her to die, but she probably will. Well, she might escape. There's a low chance, but we home free. From Richton's, at least for a bit. Or we go after them, and we either kill or incapacitate those soldiers, and we keep her alive. But you need to start picking which one, and what you're going to do going forward.
They might have been able to help us, Crom.
How the fuck would they help us if we were in prison? Have you been to prison? I haven't, personally, but I don't find a lot of people who get out, especially in Richter, from outside of Richter, make it very far. Do you not remember that bounty hunter?
I do.
So, you think about it. We all got marks. Mentha somehow ain't got one yet, but it ain't far away. And you want to just sit in a 2x2 and hope someone else is going to fix it for us?
Isn't that what we're doing with Mysteria? We're gonna go there, we're gonna trust that they're gonna help us.
With Mysteria, at least we know they have a chance of doing it. They're known for magical ability. They have that power. Richter's on the back foot, paranoid, insane it seems at times, on the defensive. I'm just staggered y'all thought it was a good idea to go to jail.
Well, they had protections, as they said, that would suppress what's going on. If anything happened, it'd be on them, not us.
Oh yeah, so just a little bit of, don't worry about it. If people die, it's your fault. Like, they're gonna take that. We ain't got shit. We ain't got any kind of protection in there. It's just their word. Just their word. And protection don't mean a cure, does it? Protection might mean we all die in there of old age, sitting around. And yeah, the devils might not be able to get to us. But is that how you want to live the rest of your life?
Crom, what do you think's going to happen when we get to Mysteria and we tell the first people we come across that we've been infected by devil taint and we're trying to get rid of it? Do you not think the first thing they're going to do is throw us in a jail cell?
I'd rather be in theirs than here. And besides, how do you know that they ain't gonna allow us to at least, I don't know, pay for it, or open that conversation? Teleporting in with a load of armed guards and goddamn whatever the hell them leather armored people were ain't exactly a good way to say, yeah, you know what, this might work out.
They are just trying to protect their people, Crom.
And we're
They didn't
supposed
know
to
if they
be
were.
protecting ours.
They didn't know if they were coming into a group of people that were just going to attack them on sight. They didn't know what was going on. They just know that the wake that we have left behind has left a lot of destruction. That's all they know.
So what was the point in all of it if we just go, you know what, fuck it, we'll go to Ricky? Why did we struggle so hard to get here if we go, nah, you know what, we could have just gone there in the first place?
Well, our hopes are that Mysteria's got what it takes to get this out, but we don't know that there's nobody in the Ricky that can do it.
No, we don't. We gotta stick to our convictions that there is someone there who can do it. Otherwise, what the fuck are we even doing here? We may as well just go home. When we left the Southlands and we crossed that mountain range, we knew how bad it was going to be. Shit, well, no, maybe we didn't. We knew it was going to be bad, and it's been worse. Why would we stop now?
Demir just kind of deflates and sits down and puts his head in his hands, and he's just like, I just don't want to be responsible for other people around us getting hurt anymore, Crom. I don't know if I can take it.
He'll come over to him. See, the thing is, Demir, we ain't really got a fucking choice, have we?
You remember the question you asked me, Crom? When we were getting through with those cultists taking people and turning them into creatures and stuff like that. You remember that question you asked me?
I've asked you a lot of questions.
You asked me if I would do anything. And I told you that I would. I'd do anything within my power. What if I could do it, I would do it. I don't feel like you've got the same convictions. That was a chance. That there was a possibility that we could have gotten out of this sooner. That's all I saw. That's all I want. It is just to get out of this without any more innocents getting hurt.
I can see where you're coming from. And yeah, you're pretty right. I wouldn't want to sit in a jail cell for 40 years, waiting for someone to maybe fix us or maybe no. I don't think the easy way is going to be the way this works out, Demir. And you can think worse of me all you want, I get it. And hell, they're not that far away. You want to run after them? Tell them it's all wrong, tell them that they didn't need to slaughter that poor devil and that you can just go with them. They're not far, I mean, shit, I can carry you if you want. Come on, get up. They're not far. Everything in your power, right? They're just over there.
We're not going to catch up to them.
Then get up. It's been too goddamn long here already.
Aye, that indeed is true. Demir will slowly get up and
Crom will try and help him, but I'm guessing he probably won't accept it.
I'll accept the help.
Yeah, he'll help get you up.
Shall I get us some chocobos then?
Yeah. And can I try and get a read on the other two? Because they've been pretty quiet. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with them. What's happening with you two? What do they look like?
Menta looks actually pretty similar what they were like when we were in that lab and Crom and Clarke, at least Crom started slaughtering the scientists. Like this state of shock and indecision and just not knowing what to do.
Clarke similar with the essential shock on her face. The fact that knife essentially just saved the party.
Yeah, Menta still looking towards the direction where they ran off. Just kind of every now and then glancing at the part while they're talking, but mostly keeping an eye on the forest.
Now that I think about it, although Crom hasn't really been very friendly with them, Knife has really not done anything but help since we've come to find them. And the fact that they ran off and took all the heat for what was going on here makes me trust those people less.
Yeah.
Without knife, all these people are just gonna stay petrified.
feel a
Don't-
knife will be back to
Sorry, no,
help
go on.
out.
No, she won't. What? What are y'all doing? She's either gonna die out there, she's gonna run away, and she's gonna hide. Right?
Well, there's Silken.
Yeah. Maybe she goes and meets up with Zilkin. Maybe they kill them gnats. And then the rest of them will come, and the rest of them, and the rest of them. And we need to be gone a lot before then.
Aye, there's nothing that we can do here. Not anymore. Knife will either be back or they won't. That's on them. We brought them here. That's what
Yeah.
we said we would try. I'm sorry, Elder. We've done what we could. I hope Knife comes back to help you out. But if not, you might want to start thinking about getting people healed if you can. We've got
Quaz
these
just sat on the
places.
floor with his head in his hands. Drakes and devils. You all just bring travesty to us. Just get out.
I think we all need to have a conversation away from here about where our priorities lie. But yeah. Let's go.
Good, I'll summon up some birdies and some magical armor, and I will hop on and start heading out.
Does Mentor and Clarke mount up and follow?
Yeah.
Out in Chirgabos and moving away from Mokta, everyone can roll perception. Clarke
Yeah,
is
that
obviously focused on other things. What were you saying, Intro?
I said, yeah, that tracks.
Everyone beside Clarke, however, will notice that a large murder of crows fly off towards the east as if they were getting out of their roosts.
Up the direction Knife ran in.
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Alright. Wouldn't have minded failing that check, but there we go.
Where is the party's next destination?
I did
Are you still heading to Tinver? Are you going to be changing the course?
Because every time we go to a city, something bad happens.
Not always.
Most of the time.
So, if we're gonna sit down and talk about it, or if we're talking about it on the way, Demir is definitely gonna suggest we have the resources now, especially with the
rings.
the
and
rings.
stuff. Yeah.
We could just go straight west and start heading through
Head
the
into
wasteland.
Yeah. In fact, we know a bit more about Mysteria, like the layout of it. We could even just effectively beeline it to Pariva.
Sure, that would work. In fact, I don't know how straight this road is. It looks like it goes west and then curves up to the north mostly. We could just go due west straight. Just absolutely skip all towns from here on out.
How are you going to get across the river?
How wide is the river?
If the river is on the map, it is quite wide.
Okay. We're gonna have to just basically travel
Fly
until-
spells.
Yeah, potentially that, or if we can find a bridge point. Do we know if
You'll
Timber-
know that there are bridges at Tender and Lenov. Otherwise, there aren't too many bridges along this river. If you do have the fly spell, yeah, you could use that to bridge the gaps.
we could, just in case we get ambushed, it might be worth going through Timber, and by through I mean like no stopping, straight through Timber, over the bridge and out. But Crom will broach this to everyone. So what do you think?
I think I'm done putting innocents in danger if I can help it. We've got supplies, we've got the capabilities. I think we just keep going. No more towns. Don't even pass near them if we can.
I agree with
So,
you.
like that.
Sure.
Effectively, yeah. What I would say is if we went through Tinver, because there's a bridge over it, we wouldn't have to go through 2 rivers, just the one. But if you're saying you want to avoid the towns, I'm happy to do that as long as we have the resources for it. Which I think we do.
I mean, both Mentha and Damir have the fly spell, so
Yeah.
shouldn't be too hard.
What do you think, Twiglet?
Yeah, probably for the best.
Let's go then.
Alrighty.
You got anything to say about this at all?
Who, sorry?
Did you say Clarke?
Yeah.
Clarke agreed. She said it was what Damir said was sensible. We've got the resources now, so why do we have to go through the towns?
No further discussion about knife.
Crom won't bring it up. He knows that people were shocked about it.
Alrighty. The party head on their way. Double check for chocobos. Alright. You travel a far distance away from Mokta, at which point you'll come up to the large river. As far as you can tell, it's a few hundred feet wide. A fastness goes towards it as the river splits off into 2 here, the fork heading off towards the southwest and the southeast. White froth dances upon several beaver dams, as well as high-rise rocks within the riverbeds. Fish jump out and into the river. As well as that, you will see several humanoid creatures swimming throughout it and heading southwards as well. Many of them notice your approach as they all dart underwater. You're unsure if they just don't like humanoids or that they noticed you had devilish traits to you. However, as you do get to here, everyone can roll perception. Was the laugh about Jester?
I didn't knock off.
Oh, okay.
Roll a 5, same as I did before.
It's alright, you saved it for the fights.
Mhm.
It's all good.
Maybe.
That's what I want to believe.
Okay. As you come up to this point, you're probably having a good eye around just for any approaching danger, especially with some of the Richter's army, or whatever the leather guard people were, possibly on your tail. Everyone besides from Clarke will feel a very slight shudder through their chocobos, as if the ground is shaking. You'll also notice a few more leaves falling to the floor. Besides from that, however, whatever it was either too faint or it was too far away. You don't notice anything through your sight what made this occur.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
As you do come up to the river, however, since you're using chocobos and you do have the rings, you could go for longer because it's not you being tired out. What do you want to do at the river?
Cast fly on the chocobos and ride them across.
At least get to like the next hex and then rest there, maybe. Or what do you want to do? Because they will eventually tire and slow down.
They're summoned creatures, though.
They are
Okay.
real creatures. They come from a different plane. They're
So
not
they
just
do-
made up of magic.
They
Right,
are
but-
living.
Do we get the same ones every time?
No, you get different ones every time, but if you're being mean to your summoned creatures, do you not think they're going to talk amongst themselves in their own plane?
Are they intelligent enough to have language?
Most creatures can communicate with each other, if not from a language.
It's more like a alignment and morality perspective. Crom's
Right.
already broached it before, but I know most people have said no.
I'm willing to push a little bit, not like to the death for sure, but like just like a little bit of extra movement each day isn't gonna do any problems.
You'll see that, but I'll go to the forced march options. So I need to double check if it's a fortitude or constitution. It is constitution. Let me just double check what they are. Okay. Let's put extra hour. You'll know they won't go unconscious from this, but they are going to be quite haggard if they do fail their constitution checks. Is everyone fine with force marching their chocobos?
I don't know if I've got anything that can help with this.
If Demir says it's okay, then Clarke will agree.
Yeah, it totally depends on if Clarke even knows anything about the spells. Does Clarke just think these things are made of magic, or are they real?
Depends, can I roll for that?
Be knowledge arcana, just for general magic knowledge.
Oh, come on!
There it
It's
is.
not, it's just not worth it.
You do know that spells like mount and summon creature spells do summon actual creatures from different planes. So you would know that if somebody used this on you per se, would you like being ridden for several hours past what you would normally do?
Clarke doesn't like to be ridden, she likes to do the riding.
Sorry, I'll just go back to the nat 20.
I mean, there's also the question: would you have done this with your horse?
No, I wouldn't. So no, I wouldn't be acceptable with this.
I don't have any spells that are gonna help with keeping this, like giving them better saves or anything like that either. I mean, I've got the cantrip, I believe.
I mean, in theory, you could resummon new chocobos for us.
You
That's
certainly could
true.
do that. Just a case of your MP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got full MP again, I'm sure, because we haven't come across anything. So
Yeah, this would be 8 hours of travel.
And eventually, if we can somehow get Longstrider greater, we can give movement speed enhancements for hours per level.
It's in Longstride personal.
Oh no, sorry, it is, and there's no way of changing it. You are right.
There are certain spells for mounts, but I don't think anyone in the party has them.
We can't use share spell on them either because they're not actually companions. Okay.
Hmm.
sure, I can unsummon these chocobos and summon 4 new ones. That's well within my capabilities.
Yeah, you can do that at your own wishes. Who's going to be casting Fly on them?
If
I
I'm
can-
summoning new ones, I guess I'll ask Menta to cast Fly on them.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, you summon up some chocobos and give them the ability to fly. The yellow seems to be a bit more golden than usual, but they're just wishing for their evolution. You fly with your birds, the flightless birds, over the river. And as you do so, you can all roll perception.
There it
You stole my roll, you bastard.
is.
Okay. The only one who can notice this is Menfa. Menfa, well, actually, all of you will notice, if you look into the river, the fish, as well as the humanoid creatures that are kind of blurred out from the rushing waters, are moving away from you as you're moving over them. Menfa, as you peer into the water, the reflection that peers back, you can see countless glowing eyes and red skin staring at you, as if the river was full of devils just watching you as you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I failed.
As in,
that
it's
check.
like they're on the reflection, so they look like they would be like behind me if I look back, or they're underneath the surface.
There, it looks like they're underneath the water, looking up at you.
Yeah, those who with actually high perception can probably see Mental just kind of flinch a little, but they don't say anything.
If Clarke sees Mentha flinch, she will ask if she's okay. If it's okay. If they're okay.
All of the pronouns.
Every single one. In one sentence, wow. Yeah, it's fine. Just,
That's right of that. How could she bluff?
You can.
There's a chance.
Hmm.
Oh, come on!
Number 20.
Nice.
They are very clearly not telling everything. It's very obvious that they're still like nervous about something, and it's probably not fine, but they're gonna say it's fine. They
Clarke
like
will,
try to avoid. They do the thing where they like avoid looking at something, but they're constantly glancing back towards the water. But
They'll, like,
trying their
try
hardest.
and get nearer and speak a little bit quietly. I feel like you're not telling me everything. Maybe it's the sweat tells me a different story. Knife!
Well.
She's returned!
Yeah, pretty much. It's I just feel like being watched.
Being watched? What, like that scrying thing?
No, not quite. I don't think there's much that any of us can like do about it. So it's obvious that they're like struggling to decide what to actually say.
I can tell whatever it is clearly shaking you up a little bit. So don't worry, I'm here if you need me.
I know, thank you, Miss Clarke. I just like we have a lot going on already. I don't want to add to it.
I feel like whatever you can add isn't really going to be much worse than what we've already experienced.
I just thought I saw underneath the waves.
Underneath the waves, you say? If I ever look underneath the waves, can I see anything?
Even with her pointing it out, you're unable to see it.
Just looks like some fish to me. Maybe it's something to do with the magic in you. You're clearly more magically inclined than I am.
Maybe. Or maybe it was just a reflection of something. It's been a long day.
Maybe. You're the only one without a mark. Never know. Maybe you could get the eyes. Sorry, bad joke. Bad joke. And I guess we continue on.
Just a little bit of mental scarring. Heading on. It's a dash.
Sowing the seeds.
Hey. As you try and put the image out of your mind, you continue onwards. However, as you land on the other side of the river, the waters start to ripple, froth, and burst outwards as creatures charge out towards you.
It's about time to mention we were 300 feet in the air and absolutely not touched the ground in any way, shape, or form.
Sure. For some reason, you are not on this map. Here.
I can see it. Yeah.
There's also like a double hex going on.
It's,
Ignore it.
yeah,
okay.
it's just the some maps come pre-gridded for some reason.
Needs to make the map bigger.
Oh, I recognise that token. This ain't good.
No, you don't. Don't recognize anything.
You've got bad experiences with that devil.
Do you have bad experiences with that devil?
I mean, you
I
all
got bad
have,
experiences with that devil.
As you get to the other side, 3 devils will burst out of the waters as they fly over towards you. The one with wings that dance with red and black hues points over at you with a cackling laughter and pointed teeth.
Well, well, well. We found the runaways. Didn't think I'd be gone for long, did you?
Is this actually the same area? Yes.
I mean, Crom's racist enough to probably think it is. They all look the same, right?
I have class features that give me the powers of racism. Don't do that to me. Don't tell me with that brush.
As far as you can tell, it's the same one.
Okay. Well, let's skip to the end part when you're back in the ground again then.
Well, I'm certain that Knife would like some company there.
Crom will bristle at the mention of Knife, but just get ready to fight. Yep, definitely get ready to fight.
Jameer's completely caught off guard.
Can I give Demir my hero point to reroll that?
Yeah?
I wouldn't
Would
say
you like to
a
reroll
hero
it?
point on an initiative is worth it.
Yeah. Demir, do you want to reroll that? I'll take mine out.
I have my own hero point, I believe.
Yeah, but you have a lot more that you can do. I hit things with an axe. Like, it makes sense.
Use the hero point, just swap your initiatives.
Well, I mean, I like going near the end anyways because that's when you guys finally get damaged.
Alright.
And I can heal you.
If you want to keep it, keep it.
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
Alright.
Quick question, where are we at?
Oh, it would be planes.
Okay. Then my bonuses should be correct.
Like planes as in grass planes, not planes as in another plane.
We just suddenly transported to a different plane. That was one crazy river.
Actually, the sticks.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think there was a lot of lost souls within it? Well, to start is Crom, who was definitely bristled at the mention of joining Knife in the ground.
Okay. We don't know if these guys use AoEs, but fuck it. I'm going to try and protect against it anyway. There's a Swift.
But for companion-wise, if you want to double-check, they have... the middle one is Enrias, the other two are Garchmakeras.
They can use that. Cool. Cool. Okay. I will. Yeah, I feel this is better for us. I'll activate the dexterity focus for everyone, so you get +2 morale to dexterity. Swift. Can probably get there. If I was here, could I go to here without provoking? Well, I don't know if she's got combat reflexes or not, but would I be able to stand here, or would I need to
I
stand
don't know
there?
where here is.
Okay, sorry. Basically, would I be able to stand there? But I'd have to go there and then down.
Why would you? You're... yeah, you could go and... Yeah.
Would that
It would
provoke?
That would provoke if they have combat reflexes, yes.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go for her. I don't like her anyway.
Did you say Dex +2 total
+2, yes.
to,
What
to
bonus is
the
it?
base score, right?
It's morale, so it should stack with whatever you've got.
Yeah, put it in as morale.
I'm tempted to hit, but I'm also tempted to hold the tag. Is there any... What are the minuses for throwing a two-handed weapon? I can't even remember.
There are no minuses. You just roll ranged attack.
Okay. So
You
it's
also
just
just don't do it two-handedly. You just have 1 time strength when you do it.
Okay. I'm gonna just whack her.
All right.
That's a decent whack.
Take a whack.
You move on up and do a hearty slash into the lady. You don't overcome DR, do you?
Not with that attack, no.
As you feel you're doing less than normal, but you're still doing a hearty amount.
Alright. That'll be me done.
There's the rage. Fueled by your need to kill others to survive.
I'm not taking smack talk from a fallen angel. You couldn't even survive in heaven.
Don't worry. You certainly won't survive the material plane.
We'll see about that.
Clarke.
Is gonna move up and attack.
Are you going for her, or are you going to go for the flankers? Because they're going to fuck us up with the dance.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to take one of them down anyway, so... Is that possible to charge in, or do those rocks make it difficult terrain?
There's an ally in the way.
Yeah, you're going to
That's
have
a
to think.
good point, but I'm just seeing, does fleet charge count as a charge, or does it count as just movement? Then I should be
Fleet
able to
charge
go
just movement.
through. Oh, there you go. So can I just move through that then, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then that's what I'll do. So that will be a mythic point. Clarke will move up and attack.
As your body is wreathed in black and purple mist, activating your
forgot about
mythic
this.
powers, you will feel a tinge within your body when you're trying to do this, almost as if it's a bit harder to do it than usual.
You've got to be careful with that.
Does it still work?
Still works.
Okay.
You just feel a bit of a resistance when trying to access it.
Okay. That first one bypasses any DR if it does hit.
Indeed, you slash into Lady for 14.
And there's the rest of the onslaught. Is a 1. Bad rolls. Bad rolls.
With the rest of the onslaught, your main hand hits for the first time, doing less than normal. The fumble will miss, and the rest will miss. It goes to the lady, who is going to cast a spell defensively.
Can I use a hero point to hit her?
I don't think so. What is the what's the ability?
It's just hero point. Literally just hero point.
Just wants to use hero point to hit her. See if we can disrupt her.
Take it out
Oh.
of your turn. I think you can do that.
Just literally take an out turn action to whack her.
Yeah.
Cool. I will hit her. I don't think there's any reason I can't Vile Strike her, so...
You can't fire strike outside your turn. It's a standard action to do a fire strike.
Oh, because
Oh no, it's readied. Yeah,
you can't
sure.
ready a Vital Strike, I don't think.
Let's have a look. See, because I know fire strike is a specific action, not just
Yeah, it's a
do
standard.
When you use the attack action, so since you're readying, maybe not.
Yeah, probably. I think there are specific classes that allow you to ready Vile Strikes, like the crossbow one, so I would just say that I don't get the 3 damage extra.
Just double checking forums, see if there's any quick post of hidden rules somewhere.
Well, 2-1 damage, that's fucking terrible. Alright.
Yeah, it looks like you can ready action a Vow Strike, so yeah, sure.
I'll take it. Terrible rolls, but I'll take it.
And you will slash into her, doing less than normal.
But if she doesn't fail the defensive cast, hopefully she fails this, but we'll see.
I shall double check. Okay, DC. She will make a concentration check.
We tried.
As she casts a spell, she points at Clarke. And Clarke, I need you to give me a fortitude save, please.
Ooh, I need to make sure I've definitely got a hero point. I do. I'm going to re-roll that.
Should. Yeah.
It's my only hero point, but it's all good. That's
a lot better.
Let me double check. That will fail.
What? No way.
As she points at you, everyone will see the exterior of Clarke start to bubble and boil as her skin, muscle, and hair is blasted away, creating a mess at the floor behind her, as she is almost disintegrated into nothing, as you take 92 non-elemental damage.
God damn.
There's nothing we can do about that, is there?
You're still flat-footed,
She's
so you
not
can't use
dead.
your close wounds.
She's just
not dead.
unconscious.
Yeah, we know what they're like. They will go for the kill.
Can I use
I can't turn her because the health thing's in the way.
You gotta like zoom out for it.
Yeah,
There you go.
There we go.
Can I use close wounds still?
No, because you're flat.
No, you're flat-footed.
That's what I mean. You have to be in the initiative to do it.
So about that reroll and your initiative, bet you wish you did now.
use my hero point to take my action out of turn to do close
No,
wounds?
because that's an immediate action.
And also, it means you sacrifice your turn this round. It's kind of not worth it.
Oh yeah, it is not worth it at all.
You could ready it because you can do immediates in your turn. It's really up to you if you want to do so. You will be losing your turn this round though.
And I'll just I'll
It's
leave
not
it.
worth it.
Unless that Gachi comes over for a big stab, we should be alright.
I was gonna do something completely different, but that has changed.
Alright. As for spellcrafts, Mentha, you have no idea what she cast, but you have a good idea just generally.
Yeah, we have no idea from the fact that Clarke became a puddle.
Demir, you also do not know what spell it is, but you can have a good idea of what happened before.
God, that's a good spell.
Okay. She will then 5 a step to here. Garchi boy downstairs. He's gonna hope he gets a super rare pull. This is going to move to here. And he's gonna dance because he wants to. And he's gonna ask if you're all his friends, as everyone needs to make a will save, please.
God damn it. I still don't know why this isn't mind affecting, but oh well. I'm disabled.
Demir?
It's coming.
Oh, well, there it is. There's the crit.
Nice.
As Crom is dazed.
Oh, not disabled, dazed, sorry.
I really don't like that because if I cast Daze on them, it's 4 HD. It's not fair.
Well, because your daze is like a cantrip or something, isn't it?
No, it's like a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, daze or daze do.
What am I thinking if that's a 0 level spell that's the same?
There is one that does. There's a cantrip for it, but it's like nowhere near as good.
Okay. Menfa. You see a pool of Clarke behind her, as her muscle within the armor is just on the floor.
Yeah, that's not great. She's unconscious, so I don't think she counts as a willing creature.
He's still an ally, so depends on what you're doing.
Thinking of Dimension Door.
I'll say it works, because even if she's not a willing ally, she can be counted as a... Well, she's still alive, so she's not an object. I'll say, yeah, you can Dimension Door her unconscious body, because she is an ally.
I'm gonna have to try to do it defensively.
Yeah, because it's touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Unless you have Reach spell, which I don't think you do.
Nope. It's a 4th level. That. 5 is up here. Use a mythic point to do that.
You also surround in black and purple mist around your hands, as you can also feel a bit of resistance trying to tap into the power, but you're able to do so.
Yeah. And the 4th level Mr. DC is 23, right?
Casting defensively, 23, yes.
Yeah.
Nice,
Okay,
that's nice.
Does Demir have any preferences where you want us so you can heal Clarke? I was thinking maybe like just back here.
Yeah, within like 30 feet, 40 feet of me.
We could also teleport Demir with you. Because Dimension Door is so many per level, isn't it?
One additional willing, medium, or smaller creature per 3 caster levels.
So you could do 2. Because your cast level was 7, yeah, and upcasting doesn't do anything to the cast level, does it? Does it add 1?
No, it inspired spell adds 2 to the caster level.
So it'd be 9. So you can take everyone
Yeah, I
with you.
think I'm just taking all of us. Just back it up away from this mess.
I mean, if you're taking all of us, you might as well just do it the maximum amount of distance you can.
Here's long range, which would be 4 times 9. 370, so you can go
No,
770 feet
going.
away.
Jeez.
Yeah,
As long as you can see it.
Disengage.
pretty much. I think that's something they would go for right now. Just put them as far away as I can from here. It's not gonna be that far because I don't know this
Buff up and
area
come
and I have to
back.
know where I'm going.
The furthest point.
So,
where you
like-
can see.
Yeah, up or down the road where it's like clearest where I can see. That's within the long range.
Are you going to go as far as you can?
You could also
Yeah.
go directly up.
You're not flying your
We
mount.
don't have, yeah, our
What?
mounts
Yeah,
are fly.
what?
That doesn't
Are you
matter.
trying
Also,
to
I
kill
don't-
us?
About that.
I don't
You're
think you
also-
can teleport in the air.
No, you can't teleport to the air.
Yeah.
You have to be on the ground.
You have to teleport to a surface that will support you, and the air doesn't support you if you're flying.
I found the air very supportive of me.
So yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
getting
quite
all of us like. What's my long range? A lot. 800 feet. Yeah, I'm just vamping as far away from here as I can.
Alright, you see everything going on, so you 5-foot step up, put a hand on Demir, a hand on Clarke, and you just like hit Crom's shin with your foot, and teleport everyone 770 feet towards the north as you appear far away from all this nonsense. I'm gonna just remove the enemies, because you're still going to be across the river line, but you're 77 feet to the north now.
Alright.
If Crom is a willing party in this teleportation.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know it's happening, but if he just gets like lightly kicked in the shin by Mentha, he knows it's normally decent.
And that just immediately ends my turn, so I can't really even say anything. That just happens.
You can talk. Talking's free action outside of any turn.
Sure. I don't know how long that will help, but we're away now.
Shit. Good thinking, Mentha. Let's try and get her up and get her in cover.
We are still in turn order for any case of factions.
Alright. Cool.
You three can roll perception just to see if you can notice what the devils are doing down south.
It is +4 versus devils.
I don't think we can even possibly see anything that far away because it's -1 per 10 feet beyond 60 feet or something like that.
Yeah. With environmental factors at play, I would say Mentha, you're able to see that the Garcha Makera is getting closer to the NRES.
They're probably healing them.
They might be also following us.
Alright.
It'll go to Demir.
I will also use a mythic point to heal Clarke for 8d6 plus wisdom plus 8.
Black and purple mist will surround Clarke, as you can feel it a bit harder than usual to tap into your mythic.
And that will be a healing spell that does extra
Fast healing.
Fast healing 4. I think that's a 4. Yeah, 4th level spell, so 4 for the next 8 rounds or so. I'll click it and
All right.
back the number.
Anything else?
That is all I can do at the moment.
Alrighty. As it goes to Clarke, awakening as a burning sensation goes across their entire being, we shall have our break here. I can certainly hear that. All right, Clarke, as your body throbs and burns, waking up to the wonderful touch of healing and Menfa plodding their leafy hand onto you to teleport you. What do you do?
Clarke will painfully stand back up.
Get 4 hit points.
I already did that before break.
Okay.
And I don't think there's much else you can do besides just be prepared if they get back in range. This is any
Any
feats
ways
Alright.
I
to
could
buff
pick up.
yourself at all?
Say again.
Do you have any ways to buff yourself at all?
I've got no buffs. The only thing I could do is potentially give myself more feats, but I don't really know what feats to get.
Disruptive is a good one.
What
Step up.
prerequisites does that have?
Disruptive.
Bleeding.
Destructive
again.
is combat 6th level, and it adds +4 to the DC to cast defensively. And if they fail, you also get to attack.
No, that's thingy, I think. Spellbreaker.
I just read it.
Oh, is it? Oh, I guess. But how does Spellbreaker help you then? Because I swear that has the same wording.
Oh no, this is only. It says if you're aware of the enemy's location or capable of taking attack. Okay, so it's only if you can. This doesn't let you do one. I guess it is Spellbreaker that does let you do one.
Yeah,
It's fine,
Spellbreaker's
next
the
I've
one
got
that's
combat reflexes, so I have multiple attacks of opportunity.
nice.
So disruptive's a good one. Obviously, I can get. How many can I get up to this level?
2.
I think it is still 2, isn't it?
You do bleeding attack. Is that one that you're capable of getting?
That'd be bleeding critical. If he needs some other things for that.
Okay.
If he was strength based, he could get the one that swaps power attack bonus for bleed damage, but difficult. You could get step up, or what do you want is a better question. Like, what do you want?
To not die.
Yeah, you could just get flat dodge to increase your AC.
Yeah, disintegrate was a touch spell, right?
No, fortitude.
You don't know.
Well-
You didn't get to identify it.
I did
You know,
find it
disintegrate beforehand. Disintegrate is a ray spell. It's not touch.
Yeah, it's a ranged touch. Ray is a ranged touch.
Yeah, I'll get disruptive and dodge. Why not?
Oh, it's a
Good ones.
touch? Oh, god damn it, I might have been able to do something about that. Never mind.
Alright.
I know, it'd be ranged
be me
touch.
done.
Never mind.
All right.
I'm dazed.
From is dazed. 3 tufts of flames then start to flicker upon that's not a stone road, it's just a dirt road. As
So they would
they
be on the fucking road, wouldn't they?
as they explode upwards into a roaring flame, leaving behind a smoke and the images of the devils appearing behind Demir.
Get out of there!
Crom, you are no longer dazed.
But that's my entire turn, right?
Yeah, you can't do anything while
Yeah.
you're dazed.
Cool.
Just going to double check. I don't think Daze dropped your weapon.
No, I think you just can't do anything.
Unable to act doesn't say anything about weapons you still have in your hand. This devil is going to 5% you here and lay into Demir. Demir, you are going to be hit 3 times as you take 13 damage, and you give me a fortitude save, please. Oh, all the crits coming out of the bad perceptions earlier.
God damn,
You
that's 2 crits.
stave off the poison. Menfa.
So, footstep here. Aim at this guy and ignore the mirror and myself, I guess. And you're Bessie. The one on top of the mirror. I'm guessing this is grass.
Yes. You shoot out a wave of non-elemental energy as it blasts into the devils.
Good shit.
The other 2 are going to fly around and evade most of the damage. And then they all need to make reflex saves. DC is 18. None of them are entangled.
Damn fast.
I tried.
Bitches. You did.
Static from Mentha.
Yep.
Alrighty. Goes to the Garchi boy up top as he decides to show you his new shoes as he clicks them together and taps around. I need everyone to give me a will save, please.
I'm pretty sure I rolled 12 last time.
You did. You could search.
I don't think it's gonna help me.
The DC wasn't that high the last time we fought these guys, but could have changed.
Yeah, you know what? Why not? I will attempt to surge.
Both search.
Yeah. I'll attempt to surge.
So
Alright. Alright.
Wow.
Ah.
Both Crom and Clarke are surrounded in black and purple mists. Now Crom can feel that it's being a bit resistant to use, but you're able to use it.
Cool.
As you both save against the effect.
Oh,
And everyone else does.
Good suggestion, Jay.
well done.
You're welcome.
And it'll go to Demir.
Demir, I can potentially get you out of there if you want to hold, or if you have a plan, go for it.
I'll just move. And then...
Normal moving that will provoke.
Well, no, it's a 5-foot step.
That's difficult terrain because of the rocks.
Ah, okay. I did not know that there was... those rocks are not in squares, so that's not very helpful. Hmm. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and use another mythic point. And I'm going to cast a spell, so that means to be defensive.
Indeedly.
What was that?
I said indeed.
My sheet is just being super slow. There we go. And it would be a 4th level spell.
So 23.
Hey, I made it.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Hold on the Arrhenius. So they need a will save, DC 18.
Okay, you cast Hold on the devil. Does not affect it.
It just doesn't affect it.
Does not affect it, because Hold only affects humanoids.
Oh, dang it. I hate that. There's so many spells that can only be used against humanoids.
Welcome to the club. The bard has incredibly specific spells as well.
Well,
Also comes into play with your performances. They're all language dependent.
Yep, it's also that.
well then, I have no idea what I would do instead. The humanoids, stupid humanoids. You know what? I'm just gonna do Shieldra. I can just do that with MP. So I'll just do that instead.
What action do you have to cast Shieldra?
Oh, I can't do that instead.
No, because you already tried to use Hold, and you don't know what type this has.
Okay, so then I guess I can't do anything.
Because there are humanoid devils, but now you know this one isn't humanoid.
You at least 5 step back so you're not in direct flanking position.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do much, but I guess I'll fight for it.
Better than being killed.
Yeah, say that to Clarke next year. Alrighty, Clarke.
You got some options.
I've
Fleet
got
charge, Omni Strike.
options.
Aren't fleet charge, they used immediate.
Oh, of course you did.
I've got some options, but I ain't got a lot of health either as my issue.
I had 4.
Yep,
Can't
you
even
got
make
fast
it around
hitting
that
full.
way.
I'm pretty sure they only used Disintegrate once, but I don't know if they can do it again. Actually, no, I
When
think
you
they
last
did it twice.
when you last fought them, they used it twice. One on
Yeah, sorry.
Demir, he lost his beard, and the other one on Clark's sword.
That was it.
Then wasn't the one also on Mentas Geo Voidance?
Yeah.
So that's at least 3 times.
Just depends which one to go for, to be honest. Where's Crumb going on who is he going for? Crumb. Okay, that throws that out the window. You said this square is difficult terrain, yeah?
Yes.
Is that difficult terrain as well?
Yes.
But that's not.
I would say no. Make some very small text to try and keep that there.
Oh, thank you. Right. Clarke's gonna move up. If I move on that difficult terrain, it's gonna provoke from that guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a case of it being difficult terrain, it's just that it's going to be half movement.
Oh, okay. Alright, Clarke will move
But
past
depending on where else you
Crom
move,
into there.
that should be fine.
Just in that way, I'm not taking brunt of 2 attacks from 2 different devils. No.
Nice.
Can Demir be counter flanking?
He has a staff out, so no.
No, okay. Didn't know if he had his axe out or not.
I feel like 35 hits though, somehow.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you don't know what the number is, but yeah. Moving on up, you stab into the back of the Gachmasera, as you feel you're doing less than normal, but you do a hearty amount nonetheless. Is that it from Clarke?
Yes.
Rom.
So 5 foot forwards and let out. I was thinking of doing something slightly different, but that's fine. You have got your +1 morale in there, haven't you, Clarke, for Dex?
+1? I thought it was +2.
+2, sorry. Like
Yeah.
it'll equate as a +1 for stuff.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm just checking this is correct. Yes. Wait, why is it -7? Oh, power attack, yeah. Cool. I'm going to full attack the one that Clarke just hit. Everything's already in there.
First attack will hit, doing less than normal. Your second one will hit, as you deal the same amount of damage.
Yep.
That one will fall to the floor.
Nope.
Do you
Yeah,
want
I'll
to
transfer the
bite the
to
same
top
one, or...? Okay.
Have we ever seen these things heal? I don't know. No, I'll go for the top one. I'll bite the top one.
Alright, and you bite the top one, feeling it as rather tough leather.
Alright. That's... Yeah, I've already used my medium. That's me done.
Alright. It goes to the devil, or the Envious. And they are going to point at Demir as a green ray of death sparks its way over towards him and knocks on his body, asking for a fortitude save.
You better not die, because no one else can use his fucking race.
I'm gonna search that.
Nice.
24.
It's too higher than what mine was, because mine was a 22.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna make it though.
Don't know
I'm
if
gonna
you've
have
got
to
any
trust
plans
because
to
the
add to
only other thing I've got is a hero point. Can I use a hero point after the fact or no?
It's +4, not +8, but you can. Which will make it
Yeah.
28, which is pretty damn high.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to die. I'm gonna use 28.
I don't want to. I could I could appreciate that sentiment.
I am the most important to not die currently, so I am going to go ahead and use that hero point to make that a 28.
Alright, using a hero point as well, as you will save. And you will take 23 non-elemental. As your skin starts to boil, as the skin pops away, blood pulsing everywhere, but you are able to stay standing and keep most of yourself together.
Good
I
shit.
will go ahead and do close wounds on that.
You can't.
You
use it.
cannot, you just use your immediate surge.
Okay.
The Enrias is then going to cast another spell.
This bitch.
You know they're casting Mirror Image. As they gain, use different color. They'll gain 5 copies of themselves. Actually, you've been using yellow for these. Let's use that.
She's got 10.
That's why I
No.
use.
No, she's got 55. Gotcha boy down below is dead. Menfa.
Is it just difficult terrain, or is there gonna be like a cover if I were to? My arrow's very dark.
I mean, you're small, aren't you?
Yeah.
It would be cover for you, yeah. To be +4 to their AC. Those are bushes.
Shoot through the gap.
Go down.
Yeah, sure.
Would I have to be here? Can I make it there? I can make it there.
Haha, haha, there you go.
Mentha activates speed waddle, runs over there.
Tip, 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 tip. Yeah, I guess I'm trying the same thing again.
Alright.
Just non-elemental is probably better. Yeah, try to geomancy this guy.
Yeah, I actually don't think there's any way to stop non-elemental that I'm aware of.
I think there is one spell and like 2 creatures, but that's pretty much it. You blast that fellow with non-elemental energies as the NRS looks over towards you and will not dodge the effect.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she would still take half, I think. Hope.
Is it not normal damage? It just says the half.
Non-elemental. Yeah. But like, if I'm meaning I don't know if she has evasion. I'm hoping she doesn't have evasion.
Oh, no, she failed her save.
So she
Yeah.
just takes it, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
as
was
far as you can
saying,
tell,
like,
she just-
before I think that they dodged like most of it or some of it. So like,
However,
just
they are
hurting on
both
assumption.
not entangled.
that's a shame.
She wasn't expecting the speed waddle. No one expected the speed waddle.
Hey man, Menfa does nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally useless.
Just pay no attention to you because you won't do anything.
Yeah. I'm just
Is that it
fighting,
from
man.
Menfa?
Yeah.
Alright. Goes to Garchi Boy. Does not appreciate whatever anything is happening right here. And they are going to 5 foot fly to here. And it'll go to Demir.
Okay. Do we have any idea of what they've done? I've got a guess, but I don't want to
No.
metagame it. Okay. I'll say nothing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I believe I have an actual spell that I can use myself.
Can you speak up, please?
Hello, hello. Is that better?
Yes.
I don't know why it keeps changing. I don't.
At least it's audible. You just gotta enunciate.
I forget if I actually have cure on myself or not.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't believe I actually have cure up by myself. I need to learn that.
Would be nice.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to use a mythic point on that as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cura.
You surround yourself in black and purple mist as the guards from Kara uses their radiant action to blast you with fire.
Gonna happen.
This was gonna have to be. Oh, I guess they're not right next to me.
Well, you're getting attacked, so you've got to do a concentration for this damage.
Yeah.
You will take 13 of fire. You don't have any resistance to fire, do you?
concentration 27? No, it's half damage, isn't it? No, it's
No,
26.
if you take damage whilst being attacked, is the full damage. It's half if it's continuous.
That's it.
So the DC is 26.
Oh, I can't surge that, can I?
You can. It's your turn.
You can. It's your turn.
Okay.
As long as you got pretty sure you can do more than one mythic thing per turn. I'll double check if there's a thing for that.
Okay. Well, if I can, I will do both.
It depends if is inspired spell in like a quick speed. Yeah. Is it a swift or an immediate action? Do you know?
I can look it up.
Nothing comes up for turn. Let's see about power. Mythic power doesn't say anything about how many times you can use it a turn, so as long as you have the actions, I guess you can use it to the amount of points you have. But this is going to be your 4th point, I think, so you only have 1 left, because you had the thing for additional 2 points, didn't you?
So...
Oh no, it's 5 at first tier, yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 at first tier, so I have a total of 7, so I should have 3 left after this.
Alright, if you are doing so, yeah.
Okay, so I will make that concentration check. I need to do Cura, which is 1d6 per caster level, is going to be 9.
Should be 96. I think the ability casting is an extra 2 cast levels, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's 1 for White Mage and plus a caster level for the mythic ability. 96. And that will also be a plus 3 fast healing for everybody. I don't think I can get Menta with that.
It's 20.
20-foot radius burst, so actually I might.
Yeah, you're fine. If you place it in that intersection, it's not blocked, so you can get everyone.
Yeah, perfect. So now everybody has fast healing 3, and Clarke still has fast healing 4 for another couple rounds.
I can double check. I'm pretty sure you're in range.
Yeah, it's like perfect.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, so Clarke gets
41 HP and still have 4 fast healing, I think.
Yeah, you take the higher variant.
Nice.
Yeah, you still have 4 fast healing for like 4 more rounds, 3 after your next round.
You can't. I don't know if they can overlap. Say sure. It's going to be way too annoying to find overlapping rules. Because some things don't stack overlap, some things don't overlap. So I'll just say yes for now. Anything else from Demir, because that's standard in your Swifts.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah,
You
good
don't want
move.
to move. Yeah, trying to move behind that rock.
Yeah, take cover.
Either that one, yeah, or the other one side.
That's fine. I at least partial cover over here.
Yeah, spread us out a little bit so we don't get AoE'd into oblivion.
Alright. As it comes to the top of the turn order, everyone will feel the resistance and that tinge within themselves start to widen, almost as if something is making an empty space within them. You can see that the Enrius starts to be swathed in a range of red auras.
Fuck.
It's always lovely when a plan comes together.
You see their power fluctuates as they move at a higher speed than normal.
They're hasted.
Shit.
Clarke, did you get your extra +4? Oh, wait.
It's not his turn yet.
It's not my turn yet.
The devil just got an extra turn.
Well, they had 2 turns before, didn't they, in the dream world?
Yes, they did. As it comes to the enemy's new turn, it is going to cast a spell as it points at Crom this time.
Well, not cool, but hit me.
I'll even hear you say cool. Mentha, you got no clue. Demir, you know that they are casting Disintegrate. And just as a note, you know, normally if creatures do go below 0, you're disintegrated to nothingness. But as far as you can tell, your mythic power is stopping that from happening. But since you feel the mythic power starting to wane, you may feel a bit more scared at them using this.
Oh no, I'm pretty scared that you worry about that.
Crom, what did you say, please?
Who's ready for a 12? Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to try and surge it. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to work or not. So I'll take my uses off, so I'm down to 3. Come on, 6. Nope. That is me potentially dead. Yeah, that's what I've got.
That is your surge, yes?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so you don't have your immediate, okay. Just so I know.
No, that's right.
Crom, your skin and fur is peeled away as you're blasted with green and red energies, as you take a painful 77 elemental.
You're shitting me. 77. I am
77.
-1 Okay.
Do you have toughness?
What do you mean, die hard?
No, I mean actual toughness for extra health.
No, but I'm going to have to take it.
So if you had toughness, you would have been awake.
If I put one
See, I told
point
you
of
it's
my
useful.
favourite Yeah, if I put 1 point of my favourite class HP into health, I'd be alive.
Yeah, the single
Okay.
points matter. You still go unconscious, yes?
Yes.
All
I
right.
have no way of stopping that.
Crom will fold you to the floor as his body is blasted away. Since you also moved away, Clarke's skin and whatnot is all the way behind you, and now Crom is just here instead.
I'm pulling like shit today. Alright.
And then with that, the NRS is then going to 5 step up towards Crom.
I was going to do something else. It's got in my way.
And it'll go to Clarke.
You bitch, you got in my way.
You've gotten many other people's ways as well. And it seems we have something in common. We leave corpses behind.
Clarke's going to fleet charge. I'm on difficult terrain, so moving 5 foot is technically 10 foot, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
That will provoke from this lady there, I'm pretty sure.
If it does, then by all means.
Alright. She brings down a familiar sword as you have her other one.
No, I don't. I was hoping she'd forget.
As you get slashed for 12 as you leave.
She's gonna fucking coup de grace me, isn't she? Alright.
I mean, she's right next to you, and Clarke just left your body.
Yeah, I saw that.
What am I meant to do?
You're the multi-attacker, and she has mirror images. You're the best person to attack the multi-image person.
Trying to get rid of all the other fucking enemies, and then we can focus on one together.
That's fair. I mean, they did fire Demir to try and stop his casting. He just had to use the surge to keep it. But yeah, as you use your mythic power to do fleet charge, everyone can see that the black and purple mist is not as lustrous as normal.
This ain't good. What's going on?
As you come around, fleet charge goes past DR, as you slash into this creature and it falls to the floor.
Nice.
Nice. Right. And that's a movement action. No, it's not. That's my swift action to use my move. So I've still got my move. So I'm 5 foot footing next to this bitch.
You can't 5 step if you've moved distance in the turn.
You can do a move though.
All right, well, I'll move.
You can do a normal move.
Yeah, I'll normal move there. See, I didn't leave Crom.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to heal your
Come on.
The thing is, I actually do become conscious on my turn because of the fast hitting, so thank you, Mir.
Clarke moves out to the side and slashes into one of the images of the devil.
Sad times, sad times. Just trying to
You don't have any
think
actions
before
besides 3 actions.
Exactly, I've got a free action, but I'm just reading something.
Alright.
I know I hit the mirror image. Does that technically count for my clean blade ability, where I technically scored a critical hit? So then I have a free
No.
action to use a ranged touch attack at this guy. No,
No.
'cause I didn't actually get any blood. No, fair play.
You hit the air, you throw some air at them, but there's
Yeah.
air all around, so they're resistant
Pressurized air.
Fucking sad.
to it. An air slash.
with
Alright.
damage.
You'll go to Crom, who gets fast healing of 3.
Yep, I'm at 2 HP.
You are awakened with the devil
You're
at the top of you.
alive!
I will limit break for pack defense for +2 dodge, and you guessed it, 20% miss chance again.
Is that a swift?
It is a
You
swift.
don't have one.
Oh
You-
shit! I can't even.
You used
Change
your surge on.
I did. No, you're right.
I thought so. Yeah.
I can
You
get you away
can't
from
do
there
that
if you want.
Can he use an action instead of a swift action? Oh, that would be it would cause them to take an attack, wouldn't they?
I don't even know what question you're trying to ask me.
No, I don't think you can make your limit break be a standard action instead of swift.
No, you can't. You can't use any actions for swifts. That's a 5e thing.
Mentor, I'd love to, but she is next and probably will kill me.
I mean, I can
So-
use a hero point to get you away from there.
I mean, that'd be lovely, but I just don't want to make you use a hero point. If you can do it, great.
Don't really want Crom to
And
die.
that's about to do it.
All right.
Just like, do you want to do something now, or do you want to wait until? I
Oh
get
no,
you
I'm
away from there?
fucked. Like I'm fully done in if I'm staying here.
All right, I'm gonna use a hero point to take my turn now, if I can.
You can take a standard action.
Right.
It's not a whole turn.
Right. Then I don't. Actually, sorry. Forgot how that works.
You saying you don't want to do it?
Don't think I got it.
So I can double check. I'm pretty sure you can only do the standard action for the hero.
That's
it
fair.
is.
I just forgot how that works.
All right. I mean, I could just
Don't
I
think
could
so.
do something.
Act out a turn. It's a ready action. An extra action is just an extra action. So no, you can't
Right,
take
right,
a full
right.
turn. How many points do you have?
Hero
One
points.
each.
One.
I think.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the one. This is the campaign where I've been using them.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna. If Mentha's, you're not gonna use your point now, are you? Just because it's not viable.
Yeah, I don't really know if I can do actually anything with just a standard.
You could heal him, I suppose.
I could. It's not much.
I would leave it honestly, because it takes your turn as well, and you're after her. I would just do what you need to do. I'm just gonna try and attack her from prone. I can't do much else, but there's no point in you throwing away.
I mean, you
six-
can go full defense if you think you won't hit. You'll just.
I've got a lot of pluses to hit. It's more.
no, I
it's
mean
more
for
like
mirror images,
Oh shit, mirror images.
because
Yeah.
she still has 4 images. If you go total defense, it will kind of negate the negatives to your AC.
Right.
Just up to you, depending on how you want to go with things.
Yeah, fuck it.
One
I'll
thing
go
I could
full-
do with a standard is try to dispel the mirror images.
That might work. That's up to you. That's your call. It might work. I would still have a +14 to hit, No, I would have a plus 15 to hit still, at prone. So it's possible. We have hurt her
It's
before.
probably something I'm gonna try anyways.
Up to you. Do you want to do it now, or do
She
you want to do
has
it?
SR and I don't think so. That's, I guess, the best I can do. Sure, I'm gonna use a hero point and try to dispel her. The mirror images.
Alright.
Yep. So cast a level.
Give me a second. That will succeed. Her mirror images are dispelled.
There you go.
You are a gem.
Trying my best.
Okay. I'm just gonna
I'm
full
feeling
attack
cute
it.
about this whole mess.
Full attacking,
Wow.
alright.
Yeah, fuck it.
Is the -4 in there?
No, so this will be up with that -4.
Your first slash will miss. However, your follow-up will hit as you dig into the Enris's leg, as she only had 2 HP left.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
And she will fall
She
to
was
the
never
floor.
healed.
Clutch!
Yeah, we did give her a few. Oh, that was beautiful. We did give her a few good licks earlier. I was like, yeah, we gotta try it. Oh, can I still bite her though?
Sure, you can bite the hell out of that corpse.
I know. I just want to bite, like basically, the mouth, and just get rid of that. And be like, yeah, enough of that trash talk from you.
Okay, you make a weird make-out session with the devil and tear out her mouth. I guess you're tearing out her lips, because the mouth is also the interior, and I don't think you're going to be able to take out all of that.
Probably not. Yeah, and he probably still is prone, so he's just like covered in his own blood. Oh.
As soon as they go down, Menta will like rush over and just be a bit of a blubbering mess. And Miss Clarke, are you okay? I'm sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? You saved our lives. Twice, I'm pretty sure.
Grom, that healing's for you.
You are a star, thank you.
Got a heal to full because of fast healing.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't forget your guys' fast healing. I would also do a lay on hands for Grom in a second.
If I can, seeing as we're all here, I'll kind of put my arms around everyone and bring him in and just say, well done. That was damn well done, all of you. And just let you go.
I gotta tell you guys something.
Mhm.
When we were crossing the river, I thought I saw something, but I didn't know it was gonna be this, and I thought my mind was playing tricks on me because I've been so scared these past few days and well, weeks. I don't even know how long. I should have said something, and I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What'd you see?
Well, I saw like a lot of eyes underneath the waves, and I just thought it was them playing tricks because it's similar to what I've seen in dreams a while back. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this, Miss Clarke. I'm sorry.
I knew something was up. I wasn't going to dwell into you.
I know I should have said something, but I thought it was just me being scared, and I didn't want to worry you guys even more because it's been rough, but...
It's all alright, Sprout. We're all alright.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just... if you see it again, just let us know. Alright?
I will.
You promise?
I promise.
Cross your heart?
Cross my heart and hope to die. Well, I don't hope to die. You know.
Not that last part. I know.
The devil just stands back up again.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have got any. I don't know if it's worth looting the Araness. I don't know if she has anything.
Nah, just leave it. She didn't have a good sword last time.
I'm just saying
Detect
we'll
magic.
Yeah.
She definitely has quite a few magical things on her person.
How many spellcrafts do I need?
Oh, that'll be tough.
You need 4.
Well, hopefully between us we can get them all.
It looks like you get them all.
24 was the lowest.
Okay. I'll also throw in the rope if you really care for it. But she had a Circuit of Persuasion, a Bolt of Giant Strength +2, a +1 Longsword, a +1 Flaming Composite Longbow, that is a +5 Strength bonus, and rope.
Rope! I want the rope! I just need to check see if both my swords were +1. I think they're. Yeah, they
Well, one of them was her other one you took.
are. I know. I might just for the
Do you wanna-
sake of it, just take that other one and replace my one that wasn't, just to really piss her off. And
They just have matching devil swords.
yep.
Next time we see you, be like, ha ha.
Look what I got!
Look at what I got. Still got a name on it. You like cross it out and put Clarke.
Can I just like clip off some feathers off her wings and just like tie them onto both sword hilts?
Sure. Roll me
Nice.
just a normal craft.
Do you want survival to get it off, or?
It's going to be very easy to take some feathers off of her wings.
Oof.
You kind of snap the tips of them. I don't know what they're called. And it's very shoddy looking, but they're on there.
Nice. I'll take it.
Believe they're called pins.
Are they pins, not quills or whatever? Because I think quills are just what you get off of not porcupines. Am I thinking porcupines? The
Like a quill is like a pen that is made out of a feather.
Yeah, because you have to hollow out the interior of the feather to make a quill.
I was thinking
Either
of
way.
the quills that you get on the spiked creatures.
Oh no, they are quills. I've got a lot of them from
If
porcupines.
no one's immediately claiming anything, Clarke would like to take the circular persuasion.
You are probably the best person for it, so go nuts.
Even though you had nothing to add to the confrontation back at Mokta.
That was a situation Clarke was struggling to get into. Hey, she's
I'll
very
take the-
persuasive now.
Pretty sure Crom's rather happy to hear the knife is dead.
He's got
What
mixed feelings about it.
What was Jack B grabbing?
The longbow, if no one else has taken it.
Nope, that's good for you.
Wait, is
What,
it a
s-
flaming bow? So it does.
Yeah, it's a +1 flaming composite longbow. What is your strength modifier?
6. So that'd be a good
Okay,
one.
so you're fine.
Nice. The flaming's extra. It's non-crit, isn't it? It's just flat.
Yes. It was 1d6 non-crit flame fire.
And
Hotness.
it doesn't. Yeah, because with bows, I always forget. If the bow is enchanted, it enchants the arrow, but you can get different arrows with different enchantments, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's it. Cool. I'll take that. Thank you.
I
What
guess
kind of
I'll
rope is it?
take.
Sorry, go on.
I guess I'll take the belt for now.
One lad.
It is a 50-foot rope. I don't think it says what type of rope it is in this. It just says ropes, I'll say hemp.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna put the belt into party loot for now because I've got my con belt right now and I need that more. But
Okay.
eventually I was going to hope to trade that out.
You don't need health. It's not as if people are almost dying.
Yeah, if that's that. Well done, y'all. Let's get out of here before more of these things turn up.
With some travel ahead of you, you remount out the chocobos that got to a safe distance away, and make some space between you and the corpses of the devils. As you get further away, everyone can make another perception check.
Wow.
Okay. Demir and Menfa, you will feel a similar kind of vibration through the floor, as well as more leaves falling through from the trees, almost as if the same event as last time occurred again. However, you have no idea where it's coming from.
If I try to do it with a mythic point, would that work still?
What do you mean? What do you want to do with it?
I'm just gonna try to cast a spell, I guess. What do I want to cast? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna, I guess, build bark skin on myself without trying to do it with a mythic point.
All right. As you cast Stone Skin using your mythical power, everyone can see that the mist of black and purple kind of comes out in spouts, almost as if it's a juttering engine. And you're still able to cast it, however, you do notice that something is wrong with your mythic power.
Y'all saw that in the fight, right? Now you've seen it now.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
You think the white dragon is in trouble?
Maybe
No
you'll
way to
wait.
find out.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm thinking, and I might be wrong here, she made a deal with us, right? The people we were. We changed a lot. We might not be the people we used to be. Either she's in trouble, she, I don't know what the hell they were. Well,
It
we
was
ain't-
a she for all intents and purposes because it was Megan Young.
Yeah. I was just checking, I didn't want to put my foot in it. It's one of the two. We might have to be a bit more careful with that power, and while we had it, if we see folk, we really need to not use it if we can help it. The more we use it, the more people will think we some kind of evil creatures.
If you needed any reminder on it, there's the handout for the mythic power stuff.
Yeah, it's like a black mist that people associate with evil, right?
Yep, black and purple mists. To anyone else, looks rather evil.
Deems you worthy. Never know, maybe she doesn't deem us worthy anymore.
Yeah, maybe. That's my thought. Do we have any connection with the Void Dragon? Like, is there?
What do you mean?
Can we feel a connection with the Void Dragon?
Yeah, when you got the power initially, you do feel yourself that there's something inside of you. You can feel that you have the power, because when you were inside of the planar gateway, you could feel that it was difficult to connect to it. And just like in the fight, you do feel like there's a hole in you that's slowly growing.
And just to clarify, was their name Zarum Crystal?
It's in
Zarum,
there.
or
It's Zurum Crystal Zarum.
that's it, Zarum Crystal Zarum.
That's what you can call them. That isn't their real name because they're an alien, and you probably couldn't understand what they say.
No, that's fine.
Just like they aren't actually a void dragon. That's just the closest approximation you have for their species.
We can't rely on it too much. God damn it, it was so close.
You just look at Clarke, who, whenever they get the chance, always fleet charges.
Especially Mysteria. We need to be damn careful when we get in there. And I hold my hands up, I know I fucked up earlier in the Richter maneuver, but just need to be careful, alright?
Aye.
Yeah, happy to rest up unless anyone else wants to do anything at the moment. We'll talk to Clarke at some point, but not right now.
Alrighty. If the party has something else to discuss, are you continuing onwards, or are you camping down for the night?
How much longer do I think we could get away with pushing these chocobos, these newer ones? Because they just kind of got summoned before the river, right?
You can go for another 6 hours. It's just depending on if you want your daily abilities.
Yeah, because obviously anything that's daily is gone. So mythic points, basically. I'm at 3, so I'm not too bad. But again, we don't know how reliable they'll be.
Yeah, I've got 3 left as well.
I think pushing on might be a good idea because it's further away from the last time you fought a devil. But we know they can find us anywhere. I would say going forward we're going to be on double watches unless people disagree with that, because we did get ambushed when Demir's face fell open.
It's easier to do double watches because we only sleep for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true. Making it 4 isn't a big deal.
So the party is continuing onwards?
I'd say so, yeah. Unless you...
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Take
that.
on Jester, you alright with that? Chloe, you alright with that?
I think we lost him to Chloe. She pulled him by the ear and brought him downstairs for food.
Clarke's been vetoed. We're going on.
What happened?
Was it actually Chloe that stole you away?
Well, the door went. It was Amazon. Chloe asked what I got, and I just got it, and I was just playing around with it for 2 seconds, but I'm back now. It's basically a rechargeable air duster, and it sounds like a jet's taking off.
I mean, that sounds kind of cool, but maybe I'm getting old.
It's awesome, but it genuinely sounds like I'll video it later and send it. It sounds like a jet's taking off.
Next time I go to one of the bases, I'll record the sound of a jet taking off and we'll compare.
Sounds good to me.
The party was just discussing if they want to continue moving for the day to make some more distance, or to sleep and get your daily abilities back.
Clarke would vote sleeping and getting daily abilities back, because I use quite a lot of mythic abilities. Although I know they're getting weaker anyway.
Shame we all voted to crack on, so bye. No.
If you've all voted to crack on, then go a little bit further, why not? To be fair, it'll be good, because if we can get over the next set of river, it means when they rest, they can get their MP back.
That's the plan, yeah. Basically, to try and get out, dodge.
Yeah.
Alright. On we go.
Alright. Continuing on for the rest of the distance that your Turkobos could viably move, you pass over another river. So I'd say take out the MP for Fly again, but you are getting MP back from Clear Mind. And getting over that, you make yourself back into a bunch of forests, moving on towards the border. The border is still several miles, about 10 miles away, so you can't really see it from here. But you do know you're getting close from the map that you have.
How many hours did we get?
From the last fight, it would have been 4 hours. And is the party hunkering it down for the night?
Yep. If we go back to the old watch rotation, I would like to borrow Clarke at some point, but I know we've only got a certain amount of time left, so I'm happy to crack on for now.
It's probably the best time as any to start the conversation.
Yeah, if we're sort of getting ready to get sorted, do you mind if I borrow Clarke for a minute? Or have you got stuff to do?
It's fine.
Kind of just ask her if we can step a little bit away from the other two for a minute.
So I'm just not trying any funny business, sure.
No. Once you've got, like, not too far, like, we'd still be an eye shot, just want to be out of earshot. I'm just going to ask her. So, I know it might be a while away now, but when we get out of this, and we will, what are you going to do?
What do you mean? My plan is to head back to the village. Hopefully they'll take me back.
Yeah, I mean, at the village, what do you want to do with the rest of your life?
I don't know. I mean, being out here, I've gained a lot more experience, and it might be a bit too much for the village now. I think hunting will probably be a bit too easy. But, you know, I'll see what Chensho says. See if there's anything going around. Any other jobs I might need doing that could require a little bit more muscle. What do you mean? What do you think? What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I gotta build a new house, for one. I was just thinking about something. It don't matter. You're a free spirit. Oh, you've always been a free spirit. And I don't
Why, what you
think
thinking
you can...
of? You can tell me.
He sort of bites his lip, not in a straight. He's trying to think about it. You know when you kind of not sure what to say. I was thinking about putting another room in, or maybe making one of the rooms bigger. I don't know.
Clarke will probably like blush a little bit. Oh, I mean, that'd be nice. I could give you a hand with it. I mean, as long as there's no spiders or bugs in there.
I'll make sure there's no spiders or bugs. It might mean you have to sit down with the whole slow lifestyle again. I don't know if you're gonna be happy with that. You know, you're a new explorer adventurer girl now, right?
I mean, all this exploring we've done, it's enough for a well-earned rest. A good few years break, maybe. Slow life sounds quite nice, especially after all we've been through.
Well,
I didn't-
I'll definitely need you. Sorry, Bob.
I didn't really realize you wanted me to stay around with you. It's nice.
It sort of looks a bit lost, honestly, is probably the best way to say it. I'm just starting to realize if I don't say what I mean to, I might not get too much chance. You don't have to
Well.
answer me now. I'm just putting it out there.
How about this? When it's all over, when we've done what we wanted to do, we'll have a proper chat at this. You know, come up with some ideas. Because I clearly can't let you build it by yourself if it just keeps coming down.
Oh, you think you were structured architect now, do you?
I know a thing or two.
See, it's
Someone's
the
got to
hunter
get some ideas into your dog brain.
This is coming from the blondie who can't hunt for shit and says she's a hunter. When was the last time you tracked someone? Remind me. I'll start walking back towards the campfire.
When was the last time you cooked anything that tasted better than just dirt?
That's decent. It's got nutritional value.
I can imagine they're just walking back trying to chuckling.
That was it. That's all I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Clarke will probably get back and just say to everyone, I know we don't really eat anymore thanks to the rings, but Crom said he's cooking tonight.
Cromwell
No,
visibly
thanks.
like spit out the water he's drinking. Just what? Guys, let me do it, please.
I'll wait for the nat 20.
It'd just be a flat d20. So, is profession wisdom? I want to say it's wisdom. Or was it intelligence? I can't remember.
Wisdom.
All right.
I'll say you have a chance.
Oh my god!
I mean, now's the time
Oh.
for Chris, right?
Come on.
I haven't
make
crit with
it-
a great axe since the mines, and I keep getting that 20s on this shit.
You make a feast that is much better than Clark's last one. That was only a 16, I think.
It's
You
just
could
like
probably
skewers.
see Clarke is visibly like annoyed and shocked and like, yeah.
What's wrong, darling? You didn't think that anyone else could cook, huh? I made food for people. I mean, shit. Mantha's been around a few times.
Clearly, you're picking up a thing or two from me, from my cooking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just sort of now that I've ribbed Clarke sufficiently, I'll just make my way around, try and keep an eye on people, and then sit a bit further away and go to sleep. I know Mentha's a bit shook up, and I know Demir's in a bit of a bad state. He's just Crom's not very good at the light-handed approach.
I'm good for the day.
Alright, if Mentha has nothing to add, we can pass into some nightmares.
Sorry, did you say we go to... I could have sworn you said we go to sleep with no issues. Is that what you said?
Yeah, totally. That's what I said. Clarke, give me a will save.
Of course.
Can I aid another?
No.
We all know Clark's good at her will saves.
Guaranteed that's 20. Go on.
Ugh. I was hoping to jinx it, but no, it didn't work.
The anti-jinx. I'm really... No, this is the Mentha effect. I will not hit them.
I'm ready for some more traumatic experiences.
Clarke, as you head into your bountiful sleep, with wonders ahead and the potential for making a better home with Crom back at home, you're instead brought back to a familiar sight, and one that you certainly would not like to make a house nearby. Your lower body is drenched in a pool of thick red blood as your eyes stare up at a black abyss without any stars in it. Instead of the silence you heard in this area last time, you can hear several screams off in all directions.
Clarke will... Is she sort of like leant up against the rock face?
Your upper body is on the rock. From your waist down, you're just like dangled into the blood.
Clarke will like use her hands to push herself up onto the rock completely. Ugh, not here again. And she'll probably look around, darting her head around at all the noises. Hello?
As you as you cry out into the distance, the voices just reply in a cacophonous way. You're able to pick out some of the cries. It's your fault! I'm dead because of you! My home's destroyed! Why did she leave?
Do I recognize any of these voices?
You can roll perception.
Clarke definitely doesn't recognize any of these voices. Oh fuck, okay, never mind.
Yes, you can certainly pick out some of the voices. One of them belongs to the deserter you met back in the Southlands. Some of the other voices are similar to those of the farmers and villagers you have met up to this point. As far as you can tell and what you can pick up, all of these voices are people you've met along the way and you're pretty sure have been killed in the path.
Clarke will probably stare at the ground for a moment. It's not my fault. It's not. Where are you? Let me help.
As you look around, trying to make out any visages, the only thing you get in reply is the slowly fading away voices. Off in the distance, you can make out a large silhouette of shifting black and purple, but as you try to get closer, it gets smaller and dissipates.
Clarke will probably start looking around, more with like towards the blood pool as well. It's not my fault. Where are you then? You might as well show yourself, you're always here.
As you look into the pool of blood, a creature starts to arise from within, spiked horns and with flowing red robes.
She'll probably like jump. But you're not who I'm expecting. That's not a mimic.
It is indeed not a mimic. Or is it? You don't know.
It's been a long time. One whose name I heard upon the hallways, and someone I thought would save me. You're almost there, Clarke. The border, within sight, within grasp. But tell me, what did it cost to get you here?
I'm assuming I recognize this devil. Is this the one that was the one that actually bestowed the curse on us?
Yes, it is.
It costed a lot, but this isn't what I wanted.
A hand stayed back in an action is as bad as one that draws the sword. How many people have died from your choices? Even the choice to not make one is a choice. Recount the dead, for they cry out your name. You're what brought them here. Are you proud, or do you regret?
Of course I regret it. All those innocent people dead. But it's not our fault. You put the mark on me. On us. It's you devils that are causing this. You want us, but yet you hurt the innocent.
You speak of innocence, yet you condemn those that only break the laws of their lands. A man forced to fight in the war. He did nothing to you and nothing to your lands, yet you deem him worthy to die. What was his reason to stop living? That somebody else told you they did wrong?
Is he talking about the deserter that went back to Meta?
Yeah, the deserter.
He didn't die. He went back to the village.
Speak with Demir. He knows of their fate. When you gave their name and location to the knights that passed you, in trade for your own lives, you gave one life to save four. Is it a selfish desire or instinct to live?
Clarke will probably just put her head into her hands and sort of just think for a minute. Think back to like all the party. Sort of remember Crom and think, what would Crom do? She'll sort of dart her head back up and see if she can reach for her blade.
Yeah, you're able to pull it out.
And she'll try and slash out at the devil. Leave me alone!
You slash at the devil, but instead of blood pouring out, several people fall out in its place. Miniaturettes that show villagers and knights alike as they plop into the red water beneath. They squirm and wiggle as they drown in the thick sludge.
So, you continue to walk the path of killing others to save yourself. You've learned nothing on this path. And the only things that will be left in your wake is more corpses.
No. We're gonna get to Mysteria. Gotta get rid of this taint. Then I can just live quietly.
Can you live quietly with the knowledge of how many you've killed? Even those that did nothing but aid you. You let them kill themselves so that you might live another day.
What the ones? All those ones back in the village. We didn't kill them. You did.
Who have I killed?
Your kind. Who of your kind killed?
And what of your kind? You blame all of kind for what happened in the Southlands, and you've yet let many more burn at the stakes. But when you found one that you could have easily said was one of them, you killed those that hunted them without second thought.
Well, what would you have me do? What would you have us do? You're saying all the innocent people keep attacking because of us, or we keep killing them because of us. Why is it we're not the ones that are just dead? Are you just that weak, not able to kill us?
It is not one who is weak that fails in battle. You are weak if you fail to sheath your blade. Killing is the easy way out.
Clarke will, because she still has that blade in her hand, she will sheath it and just hold out her arms. Well, what are you gonna do then? I'm clearly just in another dream. You're clearly just possessing my mind. And how are you here anyway? We all saw you die. Crom took off your head.
Death is not the final avenue. It is but a different adventure on life. I might not be among the material ones anymore, but I can see what has happened after your actions against me. And I should say, you're in a downward spiral. If you keep going down those stairs, you'll find where I am.
you're saying the only way out of this is if I die, if we all die, and meet you in the same place. You tell me not to draw my blade and cause harm to others. Well, if I sheath it, that'll just be at the end of us. We'll die. I see that's the only way out. In your eyes.
There are many paths in front of you. Just make sure the one you pick is one you'll be content with.
I don't want to kill anyone. It's never what I wanted.
You may say that. You may even believe it. But count the bodies that have laid on the floor because of what you've done.
Where's the big one anyway? Is he just sending you to do the dirty work? Decides not to face me himself? I mean, he is the one that keeps sending us all these devils.
Are you sure what you see is the real thing? Or just what you want to believe? Think on what you do, and just remember to question what comes about it. Are you ready for what it costs?
The devil is then absorbed into the blood.
Clarke is going to do something very stupid. But she's going to dive headfirst into the blood pool.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. As soon
As Clarke dives into the blood pool, it is especially thick and viscous. Are you keeping your eyes open?
She'll try and open her eyes and keep her eyes open, but if it's like causing her too much discomfort or pain, she'll just close them and keep trying to swim down.
As you open up your eyes, the blood pools into the crevices of your eyelids, shooting through your irises and into your brain. No matter what you look at, you can see only the corpses at your back. The bandits, orcs, those within your village, family, deserter, and even the body of Knife. No matter where you look, you only see the dead, visages moving about whatever else you see. And as you try and swim through the ichor, you will awaken in your bedroll.
She'll probably dart up out of her bedroll with a big breath and just look around to see if everything's drenched in blood.
Your entire body and bedroll is drenched in blood, and as you look around, you see countless ghosts floating, walking, and sitting around. Many of them you do not recognize, but a few you do. The people you've killed along the way, and the ones that have died from both your actions and inaction. They all stare at you as if they are judging you.
She'll sort of probably like bring her knees up to her chest, like cradling them. She's like, I'll do better. I'll do better.
Who's on watch right now?
If we're doing the double watches, it should be how you are, so Crom and Demir on watch.
I'm gonna do a perception check, see if I hear that.
She is saying it quietly, so would it go against my stealth?
I suppose.
Like, she's not actively seeking out attention from the party. That's a terrible stealth roll.
I mean, I've got a plus 15 to my perception, so you know. Demir will nudge Crom and like shake his head over to where Clarke is at and is now sitting up in the tent, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's going on?
She's not looking like she's doing all right. Is she covered in blood like I assume she is?
Yes.
I will go over there and you're all right, lass. Let me get you cleaned up, and I'll do magical hygiene on her.
It's not explicitly stated in your background, Demir, but is Dory also dead? Because you speak past tense for her.
1 second.
I don't see any present tense verbiage for your mother. Like, your father's definitely dead. I don't know about your mother.
I don't. I didn't have a 100% yes or no on that. I just. I don't know for sure. Like, I haven't been back there since I was.
A wee lad.
Yeah, basically since I was raised.
Okay, I shall leave her out of the picture in that case. Clarke, as you look at Demir, you will see a elderly man with gashes across his body and colorations of red and green that looks rather similar to Demir.
She'll sort of like look up, look around, put her head back down, and continue like rocking. I'll do better. I'll do better.
It's all right, lass. We're here. And after I get her cleaned up, I'll start cleaning out all of her things too.
You'll visibly see Clarke bring her hands up and like slam them onto her ears to sort of like block out noise and just continue to like rock.
I'll just wrap her in a blanket, like a clean one, and then like stand with my arm around her shoulder, like crouch down a little bit so I'm next to her, just giving her what comfort I can.
Is Crom doing anything?
Crom's keeping an eye on the exchange. He's getting a bit close, but he's not going to get directly involved. His thought is that if Clarke wanted to come over and talk to him or do anything, she would have. So he doesn't want to intrude in whatever's going on.
When Demir sort of wraps her in a blanket and stuff, she'll sort of just continue talking to herself, but replying to the ghost. Who didn't? Who didn't heal you? Who left you? Who?
Is everything all right, lass?
She sort of probably just doesn't hear Demir. She's got too many thoughts going on in her head. And she'll just continue repeating, saying who did it? Who didn't heal you? Who didn't? Who?
I'll stand in front of her and like put my hands on her face and wait for her eyes to focus on me before I start talking to her again.
You will see that her sclera are just beet red.
Can I do a heal check to see if there's anything I can do either physically or magically to help?
Yeah. The sclera can normally go red due to just having strained eyes and the like, but this is such a deep color. You think that it's either some sort of disease that she's affected with, or it is something magical.
Detect magic.
Her eyes are magic.
Oh no, what have they done to you, lass? Chrome, I think they've done something to her eyes.
What do you mean they've done something to her eyes?
Well, because I made a joke about Mentor's eyes. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably seeing things that we can't even understand.
And damn it to me, you're a healer. Do something about it.
Is there anything within my capabilities I'm trying to do right now?
You could roll knowledge. You could roll spellcraft to try and identify what's happening with her eyes.
Jeez,
There it is.
the pressure
There it
from
is.
Crom. Figure it out!
While the zapping, I will poke Menthra awake and basically just try and let her know what's going on in case we're about to be attacked.
All right, Demir, you know that she is under the effects of a sort of death sight, which allows her to peer into the ethereal plane, as well as the planes that tie any souls to their final resting place. Normally, they are just in their planes. You can't really interact with them unless you do some planar travel. But she can see all the dead people that would have any sort of relation to her. And since you have relation to her, you're pretty sure she can see anything who is dead in relation to you.
Oh, they're showing her dead.
So can't you just stop that? I've seen you dispel things before.
I need to look up the spell. Is a nope, 3rd level spell. I will use a mythic point to attempt to dispel this.
As you call upon your mythic power, it continues to spurt and whittle away, but you're able to use it. You can definitely tell it's getting worse as time goes by.
We're gonna have to take care of that at some point as well, I guess. What is that, a caster level check?
It is a cast level check, yes.
When my sheet decides to work. Golly.
I'm pretty sure this is your 5th nat 20 this session.
I've been doing good this session.
Yeah, 2 in a row as well. As you try and dispel the effects overcoming Clarke's eyes, you are unable to.
It's illegal. It's a nat 20, what do you mean?
God damn it, God, don't you know the rules?
It's too strong, Chrome. There's nothing I can do about it. Not even with the power of the Void Dragon.
can I pull out the 10 commandments of tabletop RPGs and just below "Thou shalt not kill" there is that 20
Well-
succeed? No.
I thought you were going to say you're going to pull out her eyes then.
No.
With the mythic, would that be 29?
It would be, yeah, because it's +2.
Yeah.
I think
He's
it
right,
doesn't
well, it's
matter what
+2.
the roll is.
Probably not, but I'm trying.
We're trying
29.
to. It's a 29, damn it.
29 does also not dispel it.
Oh no. Wait, can I search that?
No, because you just. Oh wait, no. Inspire.
In theory.
We've established a Inspire spell doesn't do it, so yeah, maybe.
I don't think you can surge after I've told you the result. Surge.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
I know it says taken after the result of the original roll is revealed. This
Oh,
can
nice.
change the outcome, so yeah, you could.
I think
Nice. Look at it
I
go.
was gonna say,
I
was-
was thinking, yeah.
I
You
was
really
gonna
don't want this
say,
to keep affecting her.
You can just see how this plays out, to be fair, but you know,
Right, we're doing our best, damn it.
it is
All right.
also the beginning of the day, and we're using all
So-
the abilities already.
Demir is sitting there like doing his darndest to get this out, and he
Oh yeah,
just,
you
like,
cannot be any better.
there's absolutely nothing he could do better, and he's just like hoping this works, and he just reaches down and like yanks on the mythic power, and it like stabilizes for just a second, and we'll see what happens.
The black and purple mists swaths around Clarke's eyes, and as it peels away, it does eat away at the red coloration, as her sclera goes back to being white. As
Demir.
Clarke, you stop seeing the undead. Or the dead.
She'll sort of probably close her eyes and then slowly open them again. They're gone.
That's all right, lass. At least for now, they won't bother you anymore. But I'm gonna go sit down for a second.
Yeah, I'll take Demir over because I can see that visibly drained him.
There's an undefinable gumption of some sort that is required for that to have happened, and he's just like, he has given up something that he has no clue what it is, but it is no longer a part of him.
Is anything else happening after this?
Demir will praise Zurum and let that be.
What about Clarke?
She is still in a lot of shock, like just waking up and still obviously seeing everything. She's in a lot of shock, and to be honest, even though she's not seeing them anymore, is still probably cradling her knees, rocking, repeatedly saying we'll do better.
Alright. As the day rolls over, everyone will continue to feel that hole in them start to grow, as everyone can tell that their pool of mythical power is slowly waning, as everyone has one less mythic power to use a day.
We're just too strong. He needs us to be less powerful.
Yeah, totally.
Too strong. Yeah, I was gonna say what? Okay.
As I'm sitting there praising Zurum, I guess I will send a message now that this is starting to feel like there's a hole in our soul somewhere, I will send a message to them if there's any way that we could help. Just guide us. We'll try to make our way there.
How are you trying to send this message?
As if it was a prayer.
Okay.
I mean, that's the best I got.
Yeah. I didn't know if you had some access to sending or something.
I don't believe I do.
Still 5th level spell level, no. Unless you've got something else.
Yeah, not yet.
Alright. Well, as you give a prayer off to Zurum, as you feel your power start to wane ever further, we shall end the session here.
Alright.